Manuch with Jimmy B. Proudly sponsored by On Air Sports Marketing and is powered by the injury attorneys Lerner and Rowe. In a wreck and need a check? Make one call. That's all. 602-977-1900. And always online at lernerandrowe.com. Now time for Calling All Sports with Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. On Fox Sports.
You're hot.
Well, it's a Thursday. We're out here at Twin Peaks. Today, we're at the newest Twin Peaks. We're at the Deer Valley Lodge, which is just off the 101, close to the 17. And this at one time was a
Claim jumper.
Claim jumper,
many years ago.
So if you remember claim jumpers here in the Valley, they were gigantic. So
goodness.
That means this one's gigantic. And we love coming out here, and they just opened a few months ago. So if you're in the area, please stop on by and check us out here at Twin Peaks. Get your weekend started as we do every Thursday. But welcome in. We got a lot to get into today. It's a Throwback Thursday. Something new today is I'm going to challenge the two grandpas of our staff.
Literally grandpas.
Yes,
we are.
You are. Yeah, legitimately. And going to, have some fun today. And we've always said, Manuch and I, over the last 19 years, sports-tainment is like what we like to do. We like to have some fun. Sure, we could talk about the Suns for 3 hours like we did yesterday, or we can get into everything else that's going on in the world and have some fun with pop culture and things like that. So a Throwback Thursday, it's an R&B Throwback Thursday.
Ooh, now you're in my wheelhouse.
R&B.
Oh, yeah.
So we'll see how that works. Because I will challenge you with our rejoin music today.
That's just fine.
And a Throwback Thursday today here on the anniversary of Deflategate, and we are going to have some fun with that. That is coming up as well. It's going to be fun. Steve Tasker is going to join us today. Looking forward to talking to him, get his take on what's going on in Buffalo. Ted Robinson talks to Pac-12 with Jed Fish going to Washington. We'll get his thoughts on that as well as Pac-12 hoops. Looking forward to catching up with Greg Papa, the play-by-play voice of the San Francisco 49ers. So we have a lot of guests to join us today, so we'll have some fun throughout the afternoon. And it's a Thursday, so another edition of Bad Dad Jokes coming up as well. But the big story today, at least nationally for many of you, more probably for your significant other, is the Super Bowl announced their pregame performers. We already know that the halftime show was Usher, which I can't wait, right? Oh, gosh. I'll just go and gamble at that point during the casino.
You're not interested in Usher, Rock?
No. We've already seen it. Didn't he already do it?
I don't
he didn't do halftime.
No, he hasn't done halftime.
No,
he hasn't.
I don't believe so.
What,
Wait, you think you're just going to get the second coming of Michael Jackson? Is that?
Well, I mean, what is it? What can Usher? I mean, come on.
Just his music, his bringing this stuff, the popularity. I mean, I think they try to rotate a little older, a little younger, a little mix. Maybe his music is a combination of all the above, Rock.
For me, I'm not anticipating the halftime show.
Well, you want Bruno Mars again for the third time?
I didn't mind Bruno.
I would totally agree with that. I'm down with Bruno Mars.
Usher, I mean, isn't he done? I mean, is he still performing?
Oh yeah, he's
totally out there.
Yeah.
Rock.
I see him performing on TV commercials.
And all the grandparents go to those shows.
Yeah,
to him and Ludacris and
Reba McEntire. She will be one of the pregame performers.
More grandparents.
She will be doing the Star Spangled Banner before the game in Vegas, and then singer-songwriter Post Malone will also be part of the pregame festivities, doing America the Beautiful, and then they'll be joined by R&B singer and actress. I think it's Andre Day or Andre. Is it Andre? Is that how you say her name? Anybody know?
That's a good guess.
I don't even know who it is.
I think it's Andre.
Andre. She's going to do, she'll perform Lift Every Voice and Sing.
Okay.
So,
not familiar with Andre.
because it's an R&B Thursday. I don't know if Usher made the list today. Did it, Jax? Did I send you any Usher? Nope. Good. Yeah. There's a reason for it.
Is it Andrea or Andre? Is it an A at the end of that?
Yeah. It's Andra.
Yeah.
There's
Andre.
no EA.
Yeah,
There's no
not
EA.
sure.
It's got to be Andre.
So I don't even know who she is.
Me neither, Rock.
Anyway,
I want to ask Jax quickly, while you just referenced it's a throwback R&B music day. Jax, did you know any of the artists that Rock recommended?
I knew all of them.
I
knew all of them, and I knew all 14 songs that we were possibly playing.
Wow!
For station.
Yeah.
Yeah. So how I did it,
Yeah.
is my Tesla has it's a computer, right?
Yeah.
And you go to the R&B Tesla channel.
Okay.
And basically what I did is I play something and I would take a picture of it and then I send them all to Jax.
Send me 24
So
photos.
24 photos from my car
Now,
while I'm driving.
is this old school?
It's just
R&B?
called R&B. It's a little bit of both.
Oh, okay.
It's just when you're in your car
Yep.
and you're not listening to the spoken word format, which is news talk and sports talk, and you're getting into some music.
Yep.
And I was just thinking, all right, why not have some fun from 1 to 4 every day with some different genres playing? And
I like it.
typically it's just we don't know what music comes back. When I programmed this show many years ago, I provided all the music, and it's just in a rotation. And now it's all right. I want to kind of have my hands up. Now I'm not going to do a country Thursday or anything like that.
What?
I may do classic rock Friday. That would be good.
That'd be
Like
good.
a flashback Friday.
Sure.
I think I'm going to do that
I think
next.
hip hop would be cool. Clean hip hop.
See, I don't. I remember.
Old school hip hop.
We got to play to our audience.
Give me
And our
Hammer.
audience is like 40 plus, Jackson.
Yeah.
And you and Chris, you guys are the under the 30 crowd.
You can play Tupac.
That's not
B.I.G.
Tupac's not old school.
What? Yeah, it is.
That is old school.
No, man. It's older than old. How can that
Tupac,
be old
Tupac? Over 20-some years ago, Jimmy.
Oh, come on.
Jimmy, you're off to a rough start today.
No, I'm not. I'm on freaking fire. Tupac's not really
Wow.
old school. Yeah, I know.
Hey, which State 48 Roofing? It's your call question. We go with.
After the 40 games, what grade do you give the Suns? I think that.
Both are on Twitter currently.
Yeah, we got them both.
All right.
Yeah, we
Good,
got 'em.
Jax.
Got it,
Very good to
baby.
Get both up there.
Yeah.
All right. So Manuch's question of the day. We should have a poll question. Which poll question is better?
So
Is it Manuch's?
3 poll questions. Okay.
Yeah. Is it Manuch's question, which is after 40 games, what grade do you give the Suns? A, B, C, or D? A lot of thought there. Or Rock's it's your call question of the day. Who would you take today to start your NFL team? And your choices are Jordan Love or Brock Purdy.
Okay.
Slam dunk.
That's got a little more meat on it.
I want Jordan Love.
I am too.
What I've seen him.
You know what, Manuch? It is a slam dunk. Yeah, Jordan Love.
Okay, well, I'm going with Brock Purdy.
See?
He leads the league in every passing category.
Yes, he does.
Amazingly after
Yeah,
second year.
Dan Marino did the same thing, but I don't see a Super Bowl.
I
ring
don't
on his finger.
either.
Got him there. He got him there.
Dan
So,
Fouts.
Once.
got him there. Fouts never got him to the Super Bowl.
I know,
So-
but he put up numbers. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And he didn't get him anywhere. That's
and,
my
and,
point.
and I got to tell you what.
Brock hasn't got him a Super Bowl either.
Well, if he wins out this big game this Saturday, he could hopefully get him there. I'm predicting Niners and Ravens in the Super Bowl.
Well,
That's my
that's a
prediction.
shocker. You're doing
Well-
it 2 weeks before the Super Bowl.
But hey,
Where was that prediction back in September when? And that's what I did announce.
the Bills.
Oh, we got to go back to our picks. Do we
Yeah,
have
let's
those somewhere?
Let's go
I
back
think we
to
do.
Oh,
I
look.
think I went with Buffalo. I think in the AFC.
I think I might have-
Francisco.
They're still playing. They're still
Yeah.
playing.
Yeah, you're still alive.
I don't know, man. The trilogy. We're going to talk to Steve Dasker. This trilogy with Kansas City and Buffalo. I know it's Mahomes' first away game, road game, all that stuff in the playoffs, but Kansas City's won the first two, and they could go in there. They can handle that cold weather and take care of it.
Well, that is the Bills' kryptonite, the Chiefs. So if the Bills, I feel, have a chance at winning it all, this is their year. They've got to get it done this year, or things will start to fade. If the Chiefs can win it and get back to the Super Bowl, what they have offensively right now, that's another Andy Reid miracle.
Why do you say if they don't do it this year? I mean, they got the 4 back-to-back Super Bowls.
Okay, because I think
They didn't after the first one say, "All right, we're gonna fade away."
a couple things. You got free agency. You got guys coming.
They
and
got
going.
the quarterback though.
They got Josh Allen's there exactly, but hopefully they can keep his main core of guys offensively. I'm not saying they're going to go anywhere.
Well, you just
They
said they're going to
started-
fade away.
Well, but the window with the Bills, I think, is starting to close, and the Chiefs, I think, they're leaking a little bit of oil too. But you got Andy Reid, been there and done that, and you got a defense that's really picked up from this Chiefs defense in keeping this team in games. But I think the Bills, I mean, this is it. They've won 5 in a row. They won 5 out of the last 6, and they've beat playoff teams at that 5 in a row that they had to win in order to win the AFC East and to get to the playoffs. Period. So they're battle tested. So I don't know. I think the Bills as one of those wild card hot teams. I know that might be odds on. I took the Bills to win this game in Buffalo against the
Hey,
Chiefs.
Manuch.
Yeah.
I got a question for you. You talk about teams leaking oil. Can we at some point, it doesn't need to be today, but can we narrow down the stages of a franchise, maybe flat tire, leaking oil? Like what would be worse for a team than leaking oil? Because throughout the course of the season, you've said about 14 different teams are leaking oil. We've got to have something that's worse than that. What is the Dan Manucci scale of car analogies?
Car analogy, you got a transmission overhaul, you got a leaking oil, need a new set of tires, need a paint job, need a little
Paint job? Who goes and gets their
a
car
little
painted?
cosmetic look, that they need. But I got to think leaking oil is a team that's not quite
So it's half the
broken
NFL in your
down.
mind.
Not really. They're not quite broken
Boy.
down. They need an oil change to fix that leak in order to get
So
them back to prominence.
The wheels haven't completely fallen off. We could still keep the car going. We just need to make some changes. So that's kind of middle of the road is what you're saying?
I would
Still
say
get an oil change.
Oil
Quick
filter
tune-up.
lube. Yeah, oil filter lube. Fix the
Jiffy
leak.
lube.
Yeah, the biggest thing, you got to fix the leak. Otherwise, that oil just continues to leak. So you got to go back and plug it up, fix it, find out where the leak is.
So the
Is it
defending
your
Super
defense?
Bowl champion Kansas City Chiefs are leaking oil in
Their
your mind.
offense has leaked oil a lot with drop passes.
Still playing, though.
They
still
are.
They are.
Yeah, if they can mix in some catches, that's the key on the road in that cold weather.
Hey, so there's your headlines. Brought to you the big game viewing party. Make plans to join us at Casino Arizona in the showroom, and you'll have an opportunity to win the cash just for watching the game. Our jackpot kickoff will start at $3,000. We got $100 props. We got jerseys of the two teams. We also got squares. You'll get a couple sets of squares as well that are worth $25. And it is our 25th year of partnering with Casino Arizona. Check it out. All the information's up on our website. Doors will open 3 o'clock on the big game Sunday. But it is Thursday. That means we are broadcasting live from one of the 5 Valley Twin Peaks locations. Today it is the Deer Valley location. And you can take advantage of Blue Moon and Coors Light 29-degree man-sized drafts on special now. And it's a throwback Thursday. And, boy, this is going to be fun. The anniversary of Deflategate. Can't wait to share this with you next. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
Tomorrow on
Clear.
The Drive, NFL insider Ian Rappaport joins us. We find out who Bill Belichick's going to be coaching next year and who his quarterback might be. 7:33 on The Drive, Fox Sports 910, and your free iHeartRadio app.
You hear it all the time. Lawyers talk about all their experience, many years of experience with insurance companies, and experience in the courtroom. But what they're not talking about is their results. Maybe they don't have any. At Lerner & Rowe, we're proud of our results because that's how we measure our success. We've helped over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars for their injuries, with over $1 billion just in the last 5 years alone. When you want results, call Lerner & Rowe.
Lerner & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Got the urge to pick games each week? Thursday, Sunday, even Mondays? Then sign up now for the Twin Peaks Fan Pick'em, courtesy of Blue Moon and Coors Light. It's totally free to play. Head to fanpick'em.com. That's fanpick'em.com.
Are you looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider. Locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
In the fast lane of life, your fuel should keep up. Time to check out G2G protein bars, your ultimate grab-and-go meal replacement. Whether it's a workday, gym session, or navigating daily chaos, G2G has got you covered. Find them now at your local Costco in the refrigerated section, or explore all 8 fantastic flavors at G2GBar.com. Great tasting and packed with protein, so keep pace with life in the fast lane with G2G protein bars.
Right Toyota, the #1 volume Toyota dealer in the state of Arizona, ensures you a buying experience that will exceed all your expectations. Check it out for yourself. Located just off the 101 on Franklin Wright Boulevard in Scottsdale and online at righttoyota.com.
Vans Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. There's something that binds us all, the collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the Cobra Dark Speed Driver. Engineered with advanced aerodynamics, power bridge technology, and a large hot face for more speed and consistency. Visit us in-store for a free custom fitting at Vans Golf Shops or shop us online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
When you use Bounce dryer sheets and your clothes look amazing, it's the sheets. Less static in your life? Yeah.
So they're doing all these head coaching interviews, right?
Smelling fresher than ever?
And I'm a GM.
Eat. Oh, so soft fabric. Ooh la la. It's the sheet. Less wrinkles on your clothes.
It doesn't matter, but
Bounce dryer sheets. More freshness, more softness. Less static, less wrinkles. It's the sheet.
At Progressive, we love sports and saving you money, so we bundled them together.
Top of the 7th looks like a pitching change as they've set up for a corner kick. The two black belts have entered the mat, and the slider is low and away. He heads the ball to midfield. This is quite a kumite. Here comes the roundhouse. Has it got enough gas to get out of here? Unbelievable! They've bundled their home and auto insurance with Progressive. Kick savings pitch karate.
Progressive Casualty Insurance Company, affiliates, and other insurers. Not available in all states or situations.
Who needs a G2G protein bar? Did your favorite player make a big mistake that cost them the game?
That's impossible!
Oh my God!
That is impossible!
I'm telling you, there's something inside his brain about this building.
Or maybe just an embarrassing moment.
You know, it's just easier to call you stupid.
Roc, Manuch, and Jimmy B react to the dumbest plays of the week and give out their best candidates for the G2G Protein Bar Award of the Week. A refrigerated protein bar with unmatched taste. G2G protein bars are now available at Costco.
All right, Throwback Thursday. Any idea?
Man. You hear
of this song right here that you're playing?
No, the one I played. I'm about to play.
No.
God, we are throwing back, aren't we?
Wow. Okay.
Yeah, let me turn it up there a little bit.
No, we don't. You don't have that option.
You don't get the whole song.
No.
Why not?
Join.
Name that tune.
Oh man, I can see that little guy singing.
Never mind. Just
don't know.
tell everybody, Shu.
Who is that, Shu?
This is "Cool It Now" by New Edition.
There you
New
go.
Edition.
There you go. All right, now let's.
I never liked them.
So, weather's been a major storyline in the NFL wildcard playoff weekend, right? We would agree. The Dolphins and Chiefs, they played in sub-zero temperatures on Saturday night there in Kansas City. And then you had heavy snowstorms in Boston, which postponed the Steelers-Bills game that got moved from Sunday to Monday. Well, apparently one reporter had in her mind, I don't know what she had in her mind. All I know is she probably needed a protein bar to have more of a smarter look at things in how things were going. I'm really butchering the way I was going to set this up. But anyway, let's just play the tape.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the.
Now, everybody wait. At the end of the clip, there's something. So just wait.
Make the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit.
You do know we play indoors, right? They got a dome. I don't. No, nothing planned. We're indoors, and we only have to be outside for 20 seconds, getting off the bus, going under the thing. So we'll be okay.
Hold on.
Want to get away? Now you can.
How awkward was that for Coach Bowles to have this reporter? How do I be nice? Well, she's absolutely clueless.
She is. And
she should not be in that role.
This is what I think probably happened, because it's been happening for the last 10 to 15 years, is you got news directors in TV stations that have no idea what's going on in sports. So they send a news reporter who is absolutely clueless, and that's why that question got asked by that reporter.
But she did know that it was 13 degrees, so she did her research.
Well, she looked at the weather map, So the other factor that I could say on this is that it was somebody who works for a website online, and those people sometimes have access to the press conferences.
So it wasn't a sports person.
It was not a
reporter.
sports
It couldn't have been
No.
if she didn't know that Detroit has a dome.
Exactly.
I think we wanted to see Rock into G2G bars, what she did.
Yeah,
get her brain right.
I thought Bowles handled it great. I really
Well,
did.
yeah, he didn't embarrass her. He just said, well, they do play indoors.
I would love to have heard how a Bill Parcells would have handled that, or a Bill Belichick would have handled that.
Yeah.
I mean, Todd Bowles, as we all know from his days here, just a low-key,
He is.
really nice guy.
Class guy.
Yeah, but
he,
man.
He let her down easy is what he did.
She's been somewhat protected, this reporter. No one's really gone after her or said her name or company she's at or anything like that.
That goes back to what I just said. She was probably sent by a clueless news director at a TV station who sent a news reporter who did her research. She looked at what the temperature was in Detroit. That's it.
They didn't want to beat her up, I think. I think everybody showed her some grace.
Yeah, I think
obviously,
you're right.
I think the guys in the room or gals that were sports reporters realized, to your point, Jimmy, she's just there reporting for whatever in Tampa and just didn't know.
All right. It's the anniversary of Deflategate back in 2015. Tom Brady threw 3 touchdowns. Garrett Blunt, he ran in for 3 more as the Patriots get into the Super Bowl with their win, their 45-7 win over the Colts. So I thought it'd be appropriate today to kind of bring back some sound of Deflategate on this anniversary day. And we'll start with Tom Brady, and here he is denying the deflating of the balls.
I didn't alter the ball in any way. I have a process that I go through before every game where I go in and I pick the footballs that I want to use for the game. Our equipment guys do a great job of breaking the balls in. They have the process that they go through. When I pick those footballs out, at that point, to me, they're perfect. I don't want anyone touching the balls after that. I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting in the air in them, taking in the air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I show up on the field.
Tom Brady loves perfect balls.
Yeah. Don't rub them or touch them. Whatever you do.
Well, not if they're Tom's.
Well, and here's the thing. Those 2 individuals they must have been the witness protection program. Nobody knows what their process was. Or, excuse me, the orders from Tom Brady. This is how I like them. There's no paper trail. There's no connecting the dots. Those 2 individuals are long gone. We have no idea where we're at. So, the Deflategate lives on, and Tom a little hesitant. Here's what I do. I've got this process. What's the process, Tom? What do you tell your guys? Yeah, keep it at 12 pounds. It's a little legitimate. I keep it around 11 1/4 because I know it's going to expand when we got there and we play in a dome. Whatever it is, it was a bunch of BS.
So, of course, we had fun with this, and I'm going to play three bites that we did, I should say. This was a great promo for a local store, House of Balls.
It's the grand opening of Tom Brady's House of Balls. Now anyone can touch, squeeze, and take home Tom Brady's balls. Foot, basket, soccer.
Balls.
If there's one thing Tom Brady has, it's
balls.
And right now, Tom Brady's balls are on sale. Prices have been deflated. 2 balls for 1 price. Always. Balls so cheap, it's nuts. At the Tom Brady House of Balls filling station, fill your balls to whatever pressure makes you happy. Or have one of our Tom Brady House of Balls experts fill or empty your balls quickly and discreetly. Save a little more with what Tom Brady calls and buy previously played with balls. Take it from Tom Brady's wife, Giselle.
Tom's balls are perfect.
Grace under pressure, that's Tom Brady. Grace under air pressure, that's Tom Brady's House of Balls.
So if that wasn't enough, and you are looking to shed some pounds this summer, here's Tom Brady here to help you with his Deflate the Weight program.
It's time to deflate the weight. And with me today, deflate specialist Tom Brady. Tom, thanks for joining us today. How do you feel now that you've been a part of the Deflate the Weight program for 13 plus years?
I think being here going into my 14th year, feeling better than I've ever felt. I really feel like everything that's happened over the course of my 13 years has prepared me for this.
Well, that's certainly high praise for the new Deflate the Weight program you've launched. Do you ever foresee yourself regressing back to Turkey Tom or that Fatty McFatville nickname you used to have back in the day? day when you played baseball?
It's not my near future, so.
Well, that's certainly good to hear, as you should still be able to fit into your wife's lingerie in the short term, at least. Tom, I think a lot of people would like to know what drives you to keep losing weight day after day with the Deflate the Weight program.
I just can't imagine doing anything else at this point.
You're just totally committed, huh?
And I really don't have much of an interest in anything else.
You mean other than the lingerie thing, right? Make sure and join us next time as we welcome onto the show head coach Bill Belichick. He'll be by talking about his new book called Spying for Dummies.
So one more as we're doing a Throwback Thursday here on the anniversary of Deflategate. This one is a no-brainer. It's called Flat Balls.
They also know that how I like the balls. You know, I like them at the way that I like them. Everybody has a preference. Some guys like them round, and some guys like them thin. Some guys like them tacky. Some guys like them brand new. Some guys like old balls. I mean,
I like flat balls, I cannot lie. You quarterbacks can't deny. When you take that snap and your fingers dig into that soft brown pigskin, you go long. Throw it way up there, because you know that ball needs air. Hey, wow, how I'm reeling the way this ball is feeling. It's long, it's brown, and the PSI is down. The league, they tried to warn me that ball you got is non-conforming. Ooh, that old pig skin, giving me so much pleasure. Now hand me a needle, and I can release some pressure. Brady like flat.
So there you have it, a little Throwback Thursday here on the 2015.
That's awesome.
Good stuff there.
Boy, Rock.
Coming up, we will head to Buffalo, catch up with former Great Eagles special teamer Steve Tasker. That's next as we continue on from the Deer Valley Twin Peaks here on Fox Sports 910 and now on 99.9 HD3.
Clear. It's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix.
Former Cardinals coach Cliff Kingsbury could return to the pros. He's expected to interview for the vacant Bears offensive coordinator position. He spent this past season as USC's quarterbacks coach with potential top overall pick Caleb Williams. The Oats finished their 3-game road trip up north as they take on Vancouver, the top team of the West. Connor Ingram will be in goal. 13th ranked Arizona men's hoops claimed the 15-point win over USC yesterday in front of Sun star Kevin Durant. And Arizona State wasn't so fortunate. They lost to UCLA. Today, GCU hosts Utah Valley. NAU entertains Portland State. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
At Van's Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, there's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the Cobra Dark Speed Driver. Engineered with advanced aerodynamics, power bridge technology, and a large hot face for more speed and consistency. Visit us in store for a free custom fitting at Van's Golf Shops or shop us online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of game day.
Let the experts at Level 5 Lighting, all-in-one exterior permanent LED lighting, brighten up your world. Take advantage of this month's special offer, 12 months of no-interest financing. For details, go to level5lighting.com to request a free quote. That's level5lighting.com.
Whether your favorite team is in the playoffs or not, you always win when you order pickup or delivery from Venezia's Pizzeria for your football party. Venezia's, using family recipes to make the famous Venezia's pizza dough and sauces from scratch, giving you that authentic Italian taste. Venezia's will please everyone at your football party with pizza, wings, and other fan favorites. Vegan options, too. That's Venezia's, your football party favorite. 6 Valley locations. Order now at venezias.com.
The annual Big Game Viewing Party is set again in the showroom in Casino, Arizona, Sunday, February 11th. Plenty of cash and prizes to be had. Doors open at 3, and it's once again first come, first serve for this free event. This year marks the 25th year. Head to rockandmanuch.com for more details.
Jenny!
Hey, Jenny!
Jenny, come on in! Steve!
Hey, Steve!
Steve, how you doing?
Meg!
Meg, nice to see you! Hey, Meg!
Arena Sports Grill. Come on out for the sports, off-track betting, incredible food, and friendly faces. The best daily specials in Scottsdale. Arena Sports Grill, 62nd Street in Bell. We know you.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, everyone gets a no-sweat same-game parlay
Hey, Manuch.
for every
Right to voicemail.
game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code 910. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code 910. The crown is yours. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Opt-in required. One no-sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No-sweat bonus bet issued based on amount of losing qualifying bet. Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
DraftKings Sportsbook is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SPORTS. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code SPORTS. The crown is yours. 21 and over, Arizona only.
Here we go.
Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus bets expire
Will do.
168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
I'll let you know when you got them. You're hot.
Throwback Thursday here at Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. A little R&B Thursday.
An easy one.
Little Michael and the boys.
Yeah, you got that. NFL fans that they're going to be in for a treat if this Chiefs-Bills game can live up to the previous playoff games, the two before this. This is Patrick Mahomes' first true road game in the playoffs of his entire NFL career, which is hard to believe. And I think everyone loves a good trilogy. The Godfather, Star Wars, Die Hard. Mm-hmm. Now you got Josh Allen and Patrick Mahomes. Mm-hmm. They met in 2021, they met in 21-22, and now they're going to meet in 2023 and 24. And this could be a heck of a game. And I'm anxious if we do catch up with Steve Tasker to find out if this is totally a revenge game for the Buffalo Bills and just how loud the Buffalo Mafia will be in a packed stadium with freezing conditions, 24 degrees, at least is what I'm seeing. How much Fireball these guys will be drinking, to get ready. But it's going to make for one of the better games of the weekend.
Well, I guess they got another storm coming in Friday. So hopefully they can get everything cleared out and they can get this done on Sunday. But the Bills did beat them going back on December 10th at KC. Josh Allen won that one 20-17. And you look at this Bills team, won 6 out of the last 7, 5 in a row. And the teams they beat, that's why this is a team that's hot, playing good football. They beat the Chiefs, the Cowboys, the Rams, the Chargers, the Patriots, and Miami. So, 3 out of those 5 were playoff teams. So this team, ever since Joe Brady, I feel, took over the controls as the offensive coordinator, taking over for Ken Dorsey, this team has flipped the script. They have really done a good job. I think Josh Allen, even if he does have his obligatory one, interception or fumble, he's been truly that guy that kind of makes things happen. And that 52-yard run that he had last week against the Pittsburgh Steelers. But this team is playing, their timing is perfect. At the very end of the season, playing good football. The defense is playing good football. They've established a running game with Cooks, and I think that's the one thing that Joe Brady has done as a new offensive coordinator, has really incorporated the running game to complement what Josh Allen has done and the receivers making big plays.
All right, so you've made your pitch then for the Bills. I'll make one then for the Chiefs. What is the difference that you saw in the Chiefs playoff game against Miami that was not taking place in the last couple of games that the Chiefs played?
I would say focus, concentration,
no.
Catching the ball.
There you go. The wide receivers and the tight end caught the football. That's the key.
Travis Kelce still dropped 3 balls.
He did, but he did have a big catch in the game.
He did, and I think that
that's the difference right now.
Yeah, and I think with the Chiefs, their defense is pretty much helped carry them. You look at this game going back to the 20-17 loss to the Bills there at Kansas City. their defense kept them in there. But this is going to be, here's that game where Josh Allen could say, and Rocky talked about the rubber match, well, I never got the ball in overtime. KC got the ball, went right down the field and scored, got a touchdown. I mean, who knows if the Bills get the ball, which I still think if you score a touchdown every time, the other team should get that ball and have a chance to at least tie it.
That was crazy.
But that's one where you go, we'll never know. Well, those are two phenomenal and outstanding Buffalo Bills team.
Well, the other issue is that the Chiefs fans were all upset because prior to that, you'll remember, New England with Tom Brady went into overtime. They got the ball. Brady took them right down the field. They scored a touchdown. Game over.
2018.
There you go.
And it was the irony of it all is that the Chiefs came down, got the field with like 5 seconds to go. It's going back and forth. And you're right. Brady gets the ball, goes right down the field. That's why I think in overtime, each team, if they score a touchdown, should have an opportunity to also try to tie this.
Is this becoming a rivalry in the National Football League?
I would love to see that, but
we don't have that many anymore.
We don't.
I mean, some of them have kind of gone away.
Yeah.
Washington and Dallas, that's not a big deal anymore. I still think Dallas and Philadelphia
I think that one is.
But Kansas City, Buffalo.
Raiders, Chiefs. I still think that one is. Yeah.
And I think that if the Bills can't move forward unless they get beyond who?
The Kansas City Chiefs.
And so the great kryptonite that is the Chiefs for the Bills, can they finally pull it out there in Orchard Park? They're both used to the weather, as you alluded to, Rock, so that's not going to be an issue.
No.
But catching the football, running game, defensive-wise, and how creative and how, with Josh Allen, what they do with Josh Allen without him turning the ball over. Because Mahomes will take advantage. You get a turnover, the Chiefs are very good about scoring points off a turnover. And Butker, their field goal kicker, he's been money.
Lights out.
So I'm looking forward to it. Weather side, clean the field off, shovel the seats off.
Let's go.
Because I think they've got another, foot looking to come on Friday.
They have right now close to 7 to 8 feet of snow in the western New York area, and the stadium is not in downtown Buffalo. And so what happens is when you have the lake effect snow, Orchard Park is to the west, and that is right in what they call the snow belt. And what happens is the lake effect comes in, and it just stops and just dumps, where downtown might get 6-7 inches, Orchard Park might get 2-3 feet.
And I think as long as, like the game on Monday night, the sun came out, it was clear, it was just cold.
Yeah.
It was like, 5-10 degrees. And I think from that standpoint, everybody was acclimated as far as that was concerned. So this is, does Buffalo finally break through on their home turf against the Chiefs? And to your point, Jimmy, you just wonder if this young group, and Travis Kelce again's got to be a big part.
He's got to be a star.
Big part of this team. And then you look at Josh Allen, his entire receiving core. I think when I watch the Bills offense now, everybody is involved. And Josh Allen is making some big throws from the pocket, and he's not having to do it all by himself. He doesn't have to rush for, 60, 70 yards, except for the one long run, 52-yarder.
Mm-hmm.
But I think that's the one thing Joe Brady has really done a good job, is really balancing out this offense and taking some of that pressure off of Josh Allen.
I mean, this Bills team has won 6 in a row. All right, that's a lot. But they didn't play well in those final 3 regular season games. They weren't that convincing in that wild card game. Pittsburgh basically handed them points in their own red zone.
3, correct.
Then threw away points near their goal line. And then, of course, they let Allen go free, and he had that, 59, 52, whatever it was, So, and then you have a Chiefs team that has allowed the second fewest points per game, just behind the Dolphins to 7 points. Held the Dolphins to 7 points, which you all know they had a hell of an offense this year.
Mm-hmm.
So, I can see Kansas City, to your point, Jimmy, going in there and winning again.
Mm-hmm.
And, I think there's some teams that just have their number in the playoffs, right? Even though the regular season was different.
And that's what I said earlier, is that the Chiefs' defense is the one that kept some of these Chiefs games in check until the Kansas City Chiefs offense could make a few catches, could make a few throws, could run the ball. So this thing here. I don't know. I look at this game. I don't even know what the under is for this game right now. But it could be one of those 21-17, 21-20 kind of games. Weather aside, it'll be 6:30 Buffalo time when they kick off. So when that sun starts to go down even more, get a little colder, get a little more damp in that area in Buffalo, got to take care of the football. That's the number one thing I would tell Josh Allen. Don't force it. Don't fumble it. Take care of the ball when you run, and just make sure that you put the ball in the right place, because this is a defense that'll take advantage of that.
Here's what you're going to see out of Kansas City, because they did it against Miami. Despite the fact they were playing in 0 and sub-zero conditions, they did not change the way that they played. It was Mahomes coming out and attacking right from the get-go, and that is not going to change when they get to Buffalo. That is their offense, and that's what they're going to do.
Well, they're used to that, the weather, too.
Yeah, they are.
They didn't really – matter of fact, there's a couple times Andy Reid had them practicing outside.
Yeah.
And just to make sure that, hey, look, guys, we're not going to practice indoors all week and go out when it's 0. And I think that the way that they came out and attacked was kind of like, what weather? What weather are you talking about? We're going to come out and just run our offense.
Yeah, exactly.
Weather aside.
What do you guys think about Belichick as the next head coach for the Falcons?
I don't like it.
If you're an Atlanta Falcon fan, are you excited today if this comes to fruition?
I think the way
it sounds like it is.
I think that the way it ended, they may not be, but they've seen it. They got a franchise guy quarterback and a guy that's helped build, let's just say, the greatest NFL coach of all time. I think that's the excitement of what he can do. Now, does he have the right pieces? My whole question is he going to be a quasi-general manager? How much control we have? So I think with the fans go, okay, he's going to be a general manager / head coach. And I go, well, he's a hell of a coach, but some of the moves he's made over the years have been suspect. That's my only concern. But you know what? Is he better than what they had? Yeah, much better.
Yeah.
I mean,
yes. But the reason that I don't really care for that move is because Atlanta's got some really good players. You got an all-world running back in Bijan Robinson. Thank you. And you've got wide receivers. The thing that you're missing is a top-notch QB. I don't know if Desmond Ridder is ever going to turn into that. It doesn't look like it. But if the Bears are going to cut a deal for Caleb Williams at number 1, then you go chase Justin Fields, and maybe that changes everything.
And who would be the offensive coordinator?
That's
brings in?
very important.
Josh McDaniels.
Could be. Yeah, absolutely. He knows that. He
knows that offense,
and he trusts Josh McDaniels.
Yeah, he does. How awesome would it be if you're a Bill Belichick fan for him to go into Atlanta, get him in the playoffs, and get him pretty far into the playoffs this first year, or even a Super Bowl? I mean. Then we could throw out the whole Tom Brady nonsense.
Yes, we could.
He can't win without Tom
There's
Brady.
talent on that Falcons team.
We'll see. Hey, you're not going to believe what CBS is going to do for their Super Bowl coverage next. We're going to get into that next. Plus, today's random, senseless, useless, did you know fact of the day. It is a huge surprise. I'll tell you about that next. It's Fox Sports 910.
Transaction
Clear.
complete.
How's that credit
Manuch.
card statement looking?
Uh-oh.
Not good.
He called with like 1 minute left in the segment.
$1,000 every hour with inflation compensation at the top of the hour weekdays from 9 a.m. to 5 p.m. Sponsored by Lerner and Rowe Injury Attorneys.
This is what they do.
Hey, Arizona, it's your local accident attorney, Kevin Rowe. At Lerner and Rowe, we pride ourselves on giving back, so we want to help you win $1,000 in cash. In a wreck, need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today at 977-1900.
Hey, this is Kelly Cooper. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than BKD's Backyard Joint. At BKD's, we're not just a sports bar. We're the destination for the best food, drinks, and sports experience in the Valley. Located at the corner of Pecos and McQueen and Chandler, get ready to score big on fun and flavor. Only at BKD's Backyard Joint, where every day is game day. Check us out online at bkdsbackyard.com. That's bkdsbackyard.com.
When it comes to insurance, we don't focus on the competition. We focus on our customers. At Crest Insurance Group, customer service is not what we do, but who we are. Now more than ever, businesses and families are turning to knowledgeable partners to help provide them with the insurance coverages they need. We've worked hard to become one of the country's top independent agencies, and our clients benefit from our vision, experience, and outstanding service. Contact Crest and let our insurance professionals tell you what they see. You'll be glad you did.
You may not have any experience dealing with car wrecks, but Lerner and Rowe does.
All good.
Your car wreck, you need an attorney to make sure your interests, car repairs, medical bills, and lost wages are protected. Finding the right attorney is actually easy. Just look for reputation, experience, and results. Lerner and Rowe has thousands of 5-star reviews, decades of experience, and we've recovered billions of dollars for our injured clients. Hurt in a wreck and need a check? Call Lerner and Rowe today.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Arizona's largest locally owned A-plus BBB rated towing company is All City Towing. They're always looking to add motivated and competitive team members. Do you fit the bill? If so, head on over to allcitytowing.com/careers for more information.
A big one is almost here, and the only place year after year to watch it is in the showroom in Casino, Arizona. The team at Fox Sports 910 will be giving away the cash just for watching the big game, as this year marks our 25th consecutive season hosting the game of the year. You can win your share of all the cash prizes, as it's the return of our kickoff jackpot that will be over $3,000. Plus, you receive free $25 squares, along with a chance at winning $100 propositions. Doors open at 3, but space is limited, so it's first come, first serve. And for this year, you'll be able to wager, watch, and win with the new Casino Arizona Sportsbook. Don't be shut out. Just be 21 or older and be present in the showroom at Casino Arizona. This is the only way to watch the big game. Full-service lounges, great game menus, and tons of ways to win cash. It's Fox Sports 910's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B.S. Big Game Viewing Party in the showroom at Casino Arizona.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, the scenic views stick around after the sun sets, and your favorite cocktails keep you company long after overtime. Where else can you unwind with bourbon and late-night bites? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-Do.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack, but not with ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively finds and invites qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you the needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. Try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/free. That's ZipRecruiter.com/free.
It's Thursday, and the guys are live at Twin Peaks Deer Valley, located in the Deer Valley Town Center.
Hope you're having a great Thursday afternoon. Roc and Manuch and Jimmy B with you.
Best of my love.
Good
Got
job.
the best of my love.
On a Thursday, Throwback Thursday here on Fox Sports 910 and now on HD3 on 99.9 FM HD3. So check it out. This is amazing to me and don't understand why, but I guess there's nothing else to do.
Okay.
CBS has announced.
Excellent setup.
Yeah.
Fantastic work.
You'll know why. CBS has announced their marathon pregame coverage for the Super Bowl will be 7 hours long.
Wow.
It will start at 9:30 in the morning with their NFL Slim Time, which normally airs on Nickelodeon. Then they're going to pair it with a bunch of
And
NFL.
by slim, you mean slime.
Slim. What did I say? I meant slime.
Slime
Yeah,
time.
Slime. Excuse me. Thank you for that catch. But 9:30 in the morning.
Yeah.
And the game starts at, 4:30? That's ridiculous.
Well, they have to. They've paid so much money. They got to sell commercials and make that money up. The rights fees are astronomical. That's what. No, for you and me and everybody else here sitting at this table, we think it's ridiculous.
I want to watch Phoenix Open.
There you go. That's what I'll be watching.
A little overkill there, Rock.
I think so.
For CBS.
By the way, we'll be in the showroom at Casino Arizona. Doors open at 3. We'll have the pregame on at 3. Not at 9:30.
In the showroom.
About an hour and a half before kickoff.
Yeah.
About all we can endure.
The University of Texas athletics program is among one of the nation's most financially powerful, as we all know. It's big. Everything's big in Texas. Well, it had just over $271 million in operating revenue this past year, the fiscal year. And USA Today reported that somehow they got to the books, but the revenue increase by nearly $32 million from the year before.
Yeah.
That's just crazy.
Wait a minute. I thought there wasn't any money for the colleges here. The colleges all screaming, we got to raise money. We don't have any. No.
Not Texas.
But the big schools, they got cash.
Yeah.
They
so $11 million in contributions, $10 million in money from sponsorships, licensing, royalties and things like that. It totaled like $54 million. Just close to $6 million in ticket sales. I mean, this is just nuts. The kind of money these guys
Steve Sarkisian
are bringing in.
Sark should get a commission with that football program as progress as they have. He should get some kind of a commission for the majority of that coming in via the football program, and that's what a football program will do for you. A successful football program.
People talk about the bowl games, and AT&T Wireless spent the equivalent of $13.2 million in advertising during the 43 bowl games that aired from December 16th to January 8th. That's more than all the others, so to speak. But that's amazing that they're spending that kind of money. Allstate was $10 million.
Wow.
Taco Bell almost $8 million. Dr. Pepper $7 million. Geico $6 million. Mercedes-Benz $6 million. Capital One almost $6 million. I mean, so people are saying, hey, these bowls aren't going to make it. Well, if you got these brands spending millions and millions of dollars, they're not going anywhere.
Think about it. It just takes one person to sway somebody to go to AT&T versus Verizon or whatever. It's funny because you sit there and say AT&T had the most money spent. I can't think of any of their commercials per se. Now, I remember Allstate.
They had 5 different ones that aired.
Yeah, Allstate, Geico, Progressive. I remember a lot of those, but Allstate, I don't quite. Some just stick out. With the Geico commercials, the Progressive and the Allstate. So just that. AT&T.
Well, State Farm has Patrick Mahomes doing everything for State Farm.
He, Reed, and Kelsey in the game.
Yeah.
Those definitely stick out.
The makers of Fruit Stripe Gum. Remember?
Yeah, I remember it, yeah.
Sure do.
You would put like 100 of them in your mouth, and it would last for about 30 seconds.
Yeah, if that.
Well, rest in peace.
What? No, hold on.
Yeah.
Hold on. We need some sad music for this.
Yeah. Fruit Stripe
No
Gum.
more?
No?
They have discontinued
what?
After 55 years.
Wow.
It was like
Oh, my
zebra
goodness.
striped, right?
Yeah, it was.
Yeah. I remember here's some of that blackjack chewing gum.
Oh, I remember that too.
Remember the
Licorice
blackjack?
taste.
The licorice taste. I think Juicy Fruit's still around, right? Juicy
Fruit is, yeah.
Stuff's terrible.
That's Pete Carroll's choice of chewing during the game.
Oh, it is?
Yeah. He's got to have his. I think he has like 7 per half. They did a story on that.
I think he's got some guy that has it all in his pocket, and he makes sure that Pete is supplied.
He does. He looks at they show him. He turns around. He points at him.
Yeah. Bring the gum.
Bring the gum. You'll knock it out. Fruit Stripe. Great stuff.
I saw a story yesterday, and I thought it comes up a lot. Italy is freaking out because a well-respected restaurant in Naples just started offering, I should say, pineapple as a pizza top.
Ooh, that's a faux pas. That's a no.
Italy is in a meltdown right now.
Man,
this location, this really big place in Naples, is kind of like the leader.
Right.
And now they have this Hawaiian pizza, and people are just going crazy. It's the pizza capital of the world.
Complete crap.
Yeah, I mean, I can't imagine eating that crap.
You were there. How was that? You said the pizza was phenomenal.
Pizza was great
Yeah.
in Naples. Yeah, I was there in October.
For the golf tournament.
That's an oxymoron to have pineapple on
I've had
pizza.
pineapple on there.
Not
I've had
Italy.
Hawaiian. Not in Italy, no.
That's a no-no.
But I've had Hawaiian pizza.
It's that and white pizza. It's like, what do you want white pizza? No tomato sauce. I mean,
Oh,
people
don't.
do that.
No, never. You
It's
gotta
awful.
have that. Yeah.
Anyway, there's some random
2.
facts of your day for the day. Hey, our State 48 Roofing, it's your call question of the day. We have 2 of them. Well, maybe 3 by now. We have 3? We have 3.
We should.
Do we have 3?
We've got 2. About to put a third one up there.
All right. So the first one is, after 40 games, what grade do you give the Suns? A, B, C, or D? That's Manuch's. And then mine is, who would you take today if you're starting an NFL franchise? Jordan Love or Brock Purdy? A lot of talk about both these guys.
Yep.
Of course, Jordan Love has had an incredible second half of the season. And if he picks up another W, it's going to be hard to not put him in the NFL MVP conversation unless the pick is in.
I think it's pretty much
I
in by
think the
now.
pick is in.
Yeah,
It is?
Yeah.
So they don't count any playoffs?
No, I don't think so. It's all regular
So I
season.
don't know what the deadline is.
Yeah.
Well,
I've never seen that in publication that says, all right, December 31st is the last of the NFL.
Yeah, I think
MVP vote.
I know all the all-pro stuff
One minute.
is in before the season ends. And then as far as MVP, as far as I know,
I've never
Hayes
seen
in the
a
barn.
date. Yeah.
Yeah, it's all that in there.
It's Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, it is Lamar. Hour number 2, we'll catch up with Pac-12 Network's play-by-play voice, Ted Robinson. We got our Peaks Picks contest, of course, where you can win a band card here from Twin Peaks. That's all coming up. In hour number 2, we are at the Twin Peaks in Deer Valley, and we'll be here till 4 o'clock. Happy hour gets started, I should say, in about an hour. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B right here on Fox Sports 910.
Clear.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks.
Get ready for double the fun on the 101. Introducing the Salt River Rewards Program at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort, the Valley's newest and best. With multiple tiers and endless benefits, we've got something for everyone. Don't miss out on the excitement. Salt River Rewards, the Valley's premier player rewards program, now at Casino Arizona and Talking Stick Resort. 2 properties, 1 amazing club, offering limitless fun on the 101. Discover the best in the Valley at saltriverrewards.com.
Shopping for a car? Carvana made financing a car as smooth as can be. I got pre-qualified instantly.
Doesn't get much smoother than that.
Actually, I got to browse thousands of car options and found the perfect one.
It doesn't get much.
It's getting delivered tomorrow.
Smooth. Visit Carvana.com to get pre-qualified today.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick. Sorry, kids. Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision?
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA member FDIC.
I'm getting vaccinated with Prevnar 20, a Pfizer vaccine.
So am I, because I'm at risk for pneumococcal pneumonia.
If you're 19 or older with chronic conditions like asthma, diabetes, COPD, or heart disease, or are 65 or older, you are at increased risk for pneumococcal pneumonia. Ask your doctor or pharmacist about Prevnar 20, pneumococcal 20-valent conjugate vaccine. It can help protect you against pneumococcal pneumonia in just 1 dose. Even if you've already been vaccinated with other pneumonia vaccines, Prevnar 20 may help provide added protection. Prevnar 20 is approved for adults to help prevent infections from 20 strains of the bacteria that cause pneumococcal pneumonia. Continued approval may depend on a supportive study. Don't get Prevnar 20 if you've had a severe allergic reaction to the vaccine or its ingredients. Adults with weakened immune systems may have a lower response to the vaccine. Side effects include pain and swelling at the injection site, fatigue, headache, muscle, and joint pain. For full prescribing information, please call 1-855-213-2138 or visit Prevnar20.com.
Joe Brown here with Accident Law Group. If you were hurt in an accident, find us on the web at accidentlawgroup.com.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Tomorrow from 10 to 1. This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD3 Phoenix. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good.
15th ranked Arizona men's hoops got the 15-point win over USC yesterday. Sun star Kevin Durant was at the game. ASU not as fortunate. They were beaten by UCLA. Today, GCU will entertain Utah Valley and AU hosts Portland State. Former Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury could return to the pros. He's expected to interview for the vacant Bears offensive coordinator position. He spent this past season as USC's quarterbacks coach with potential top overall pick Caleb Williams. The Oats finished their 3-game road trip up north with a tough test against Vancouver. The top team of the West, Connor Ingram, will start in goal. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Now your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the nationwide keyword Shaq at foxsports910.com. That's Shaq at foxsports910.com.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
Look for a sunny start to the day with sunny skies in the afternoon, a high of 73, and then tonight temperatures dropping down to the upper 40s. For the Fox 10 weather experts, I'm Anita Ronan.
This report is sponsored by Jackson Hewitt Tax Services, home of the Money Today guarantee. Can't wait weeks for your tax refund? Then don't. At Jackson Hewitt, get money today if you're approved for a no-fee refund advance loan on a prepaid card. Book today at jacksonhewitt.com. No-fee refund advance offered to eligible clients. Application required. Loans by Republic Bank. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
It's Thursday, and the guys are live at Twin Peaks Deer Valley, located in the Deer Valley Township.
You're hot. Throwback Thursday, Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, a little R&B, a little Bobby Brown for the boys.
I like it.
Have a little fun today. We're out here, Twin Peaks, Deer Valley, the newest location, 5 Valley locations. Happy hour coming up at 3 o'clock. We do have one of the young ladies joining us at 2:45 for our Peaks picks for you to have a chance to win a man card for Twin Peaks. So we have that coming up. But we get right into some of the top stories of the afternoon locally. The Arizona Cardinals cleaning house as they have let their CFO go. They've let their VP of Business Development go. They've let their VP of Digital Content and Creative go. All veterans of this team for many, many years, 15 plus for both of them. Their senior VP of President of Corporate Partnerships has just resigned after 20 years. A couple social media guys have left. So some big changes after what is being reported that, some moves after this investigation into this toxic workplace culture that has been there. So it looks as though Michael Bidwell, the owner, is cleaning house from the past.
No, so
can I add a couple people to that list?
Yeah. Is that from him, or has he told Ossenfort to do that?
Well, that's got to come from him. I think Ossenfort is the general manager football side. This is CFO. This is
all business. This is non-football.
Yeah. Business operations.
Yeah.
And you would think that those trusted souls for Michael Bidwell to kind of cover his rear end.
I mean, these are VP level.
Yes.
Players, front office people,
Executives.
high-ranking employees that have been there for most of their career.
Yeah, that was shocking to see that, Rock. That's just like, wow, those are all trusted individuals that have been with them through the ups and downs. They've tolerated him for so many years. We hear the stories out there, the micromanaging that Michael Bidwell does allegedly with all the things that they're doing. So maybe the disgruntled employees, he said, the heck with it. Let everybody go, allow them to quit or fire them or whatever, and get a whole new stack of folks. But, I mean, those are some high-end prominent positions, Rock. It's just, you don't go down the street or just go on Indeed real quick and find a new CFO or find a new capologist or find this or find that. I mean, that's a process that might take 6 to 7 months to find some of these kind of employees unless he promotes from within. That's the other side of that.
And they recently left their main facility in Tempe, and they opened up a new 30,000 square foot space that's about a half mile north of their current facilities. So a brand new non-football facility, which from the pictures I saw on the Sports Business Journal looks kick-ass.
Yeah.
Super cool. And unfortunate, there are some senior level people that won't be able to work out of there.
It's probably, I don't know. I mean, that whole scenario over there with the Cardinals is a mess, toxic, whatever you want to call it. So maybe this is his way of starting afresh, let everybody go. But I mean, that's a lot of business prominence that you're letting go. So,
How come you think that we haven't heard from the NFL commissioner about this?
I think we will after the season's over.
You think so? Once they don't want to do it as the games are being played.
Yeah, I mean,
it takes away from the game.
Do you want a big investigation going on?
Yeah.
You know,
I got you.
That would go over well.
That makes sense.
I think the other thing too, guys, is they're still acquiring a lot of information. There's a lot of interviews going on, a lot of he said, she said. checking facts. What do you have? Emails, text messages. This is, I tell you what, I think a lot of folks, I know folks in Arizona, and we are anxious to see what they come up with. What are some of the things that they're going to come down on as far as Michael Bidwell is concerned? There are some heavy allegations against Michael Bidwell in reference to what's been going on there since you look at Ron Miniger was there, you look at the McDonough when he was there. I mean, if they've got receipts and they hand them to the NFL, say, here you go, this is actual factual stuff. What do you want to do with it? And then on top of that, guys, I think it's, all right, now what do we do? What's the penalty? Okay, we saw what we did with Dan Snyder. We saw what we did with this owner. They kind of forced Richardson to sell the Carolina Panthers several years ago. God rest his soul. So I think that this is some serious stuff that Roger Goodell and his staff aren't just going to go, well, okay, we're going to fine him. This is, to me, I think it's more serious than that could cause either draft choices. I don't know if it'll cost him to force him to sell the team, but you never know. They forced Richardson to sell the team in Carolina.
They did.
Do you feel that if the commissioner does come down and the 29th most valuable franchise in the NFL, which is worth, according to ESPN.com and Josh Weinfield's story today, $3.8 billion with $500 million in revenue and $83 million in operating income. If this does come to that, where they are forced to sell, would that make a difference on how this team would be down the road?
Oh, I think so.
Absolutely,
A new owner. I mean, we all just assume that.
Well, look what happened when Ishbia took over for Sarva. I mean,
all right, but what has changed? The team hasn't won a championship.
Well, no, it hasn't. But this is his. But yeah, he hasn't.
But what if this doesn't work? I mean, here's the thing. Our news cycle, at least with the Suns.
Yeah.
Because if the Suns blow it tomorrow in New Orleans, you can forget about this big comeback against Sacramento.
Absolutely,
right?
absolutely.
I mean, it's interesting that it's kind of nice that the sport has a few games a week. But if this was the NFL and we're talking about Sunday, we got to go all week about this Sacramento comeback.
Correct.
The cycle changes. So that's what I'm saying. If this Suns team, which is not performing the way we thought they would, just squeaks in, basically just gets in. Is his plan working?
I think it's. Let me just say that right now, the way that the NBA is set up, you just want to get in. It's like the NFL playoffs. You just want to get there, and then now let's see where we can go. Look, the Lakers were in the play-in tournament last year.
Yeah.
And they got all the way to the finals of the Western Conference and then lost to the NBA champion, Denver Nuggets.
I think what fans want to see, if it's new ownership, I know with the Commanders, with this new owner coming in, a complete overhaul change and not having the dysfunctionality that Dan Snyder had. And you got a couple of his partners.
But is that the case with Arizona?
Well, I think if we get a new ownership in Michael's forced to sell this, and you got an owner that's committed to winning, that wants to win, and I think the key is commitment to winning. That's going to be the key. Not that Michael doesn't want to win. I think there's moves that they've made. He's made some moves here and there.
Yeah.
But I think that if you get a new owner and breath of fresh air, maybe it's a way of doing business. Maybe now the community partners will actually want to go do business with Michael Bidwell.
There's
maybe
some truth to that.
Maybe people aren't going to be so hesitant. And maybe just a whole new way of life that is refreshing to go get people not be afraid to go spend money to do this, this, and this. Now, to be fair to Michael Bidwell, he's done that on occasion. Go get some free agents.
That's what I was going to get to. I mean, he gets a bad rap.
He's done.
But in the last 3 years, things have changed.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, for him to step up with Kyler Murray llast year, that was big.
Yeah.
He cleaned house, brought in a new GM. Things are changing for
he
this organization.
He bought a brand new plane to take the team to games. He did that.
And I think, from that standpoint, the players like what he's done for them in the locker room, as you mentioned, the plane. Mm-hmm. But I think sometimes if he is forced to sell, what a valuable commodity for somebody that the right guy, because an NFL is going to bet the hell out of him.
Oh, absolutely.
They want to see success. They want to see somebody that's been there and done that. And then to spend that money, have that seed money to make this a franchise that's there year in and year out. Cardinals are like every 5 or 6 years, they might make the playoff. 5 or 6 years, they have a shot. I think what fans want to see here in Phoenix is every year you have an opportunity to make the playoffs with the moves that you make in the offseason. I think those are some of the things that they want to see, and that's commitment from an ownership. You talk about Matt Ishbia. we love some of the moves he's seeing with the Bills coming in and this move here. They may be aggressive moves now, whether they pay off or not. At least fans are going, well, at least he brought this.
He's trying. Yeah. He's trying to win.
Yeah, and on top of that, the environment is a outstanding environment to work in on top of that.
We have another team in town that we can use as an example of new ownership not always meaning it's going to be sunshine and rainbows. The Arizona Coyotes got new ownership, and it was supposed to be everything solved. New arena's going to get done. Team's going to go in the right direction. Money's going to start to flow here. Everything's going to work. Well, we're a couple years into this new ownership. We're still debating on where they're going to play. The team itself is turning things around, but it's not always just change the person at the top and things are going to automatically be better.
Yeah, that's a good, fair point. And I want to expand on it. Yesterday, I went to the Business Journal's Sports and Business event, and all the CEOs were there from all the teams, along with the president of PIR, Eric Moses from the Fiesta Bowl. But Gutierrez was there, and he was asked a question about the stadium or the arena, and they are down to one. They are down to one, and he suspects that there will be an announcement fairly soon. I know the NHL is kind of putting pressure on him, but from what it sounds like, and it could be all coach speak, owner speak, whatever you want to call it, they're not going anywhere.
I always got that impression from him that he actually really wanted to make it work here in the Valley.
Well,
I got that feeling.
Here was what I felt when new ownership coming in is that you got a multi-billionaire that's coming in and buying the team and not having to have all these, do we go back to bankruptcy or is that owner going to spend? And I really believe there's a game plan, but here's a guy that bought the team that's got the money. One got Bill Johnson, hired him. He knows how to build a team. He's being patient. And then hopefully here was a guy that also was going to go buy the 60-acre site down here in Tempe, build it himself. That was like, that's refreshing, not having to rely on city bonds, clean up the site. So when he came in, I went, here's a guy that'll spend the money.
Bill Johnson, huh?
I mean, exactly. That's
Bill Johnson.
I'm Bill Johnson.
Have you stayed at it? You know,
and
Bill Armstrong.
Howard Johnson.
It's all right. It's a throwback Thursday.
That's okay.
All right, we got to go to break. We're gonna have the Learn and Row 1 call. We'll also have our underdog picks. Ted Robinson's going to join us in about 15 minutes. Talk some Pac-12 football and basketball. We're out here, Twin Peaks, Deer Valley. It's Fox Sports 910.
Tomorrow on The Drive, NFL insider Ian Rappaport joins us. We find out who Bill Belichick's going to be coaching next year and who his quarterback might be. 7:33 on The Drive, Fox Sports 910, and your free iHeartRadio app.
The will to win is important, but preparing to win is essential. At Crest Insurance, we understand that the road to success is not one that you go alone. Whether it's your family or business, you're not buying insurance, you're buying protection. That's why so many turn to the professionals at Crest Insurance. Our team has the experience to help you safeguard the things that matter most. It's not just an insurance policy, it's peace of mind.
Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B continue to grow as they now have their own secret football menu with special pricing at BKD's Backyard Joint in Chandler. Every Sunday after 3 p.m., just ask for the Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B football menu and get special pricing. That's BKD's Backyard Joint, located at Pecos and McQueen in Chandler.
Choosing the right lawyer after a car wreck is important. You need to consider the law firm's experience, results, and reputation. Learn & Rowe stands above other law firms when it comes to experience and results, helping over 150,000 people recover billions of dollars for their injuries. When it comes to reputation, we have thousands of 5-star reviews, and year after year, we have been voted best personal injury law firm in Arizona. Call us today and let us put our experience, proven results, and reputation to work for you.
Learn & Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Hey, sports fans, celebrate every big game with El Bandito Yankee, an ultra-premium tequila made from 100% Blue Weber agave in the highlands of Jalisco. Their certified additive-free Blanco and Reposado features a unique oxygenation process for a rich smoothness without that tequila burn. It's why they won platinum and gold medals and are now listed as one of the world's top tequilas by Rolling Stone. Head over to your local store, favorite bar, or restaurant in all 7 Barrio Queen locations. Go to elbanditoyankee.com and break out the Bandito with the official tequila of Game Day.
What's up, guys? Jason Payne, owner of State 48 Roofing. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, #SexyRoofStatus. All of our work using state-of-the-art materials and 5-star workmanship. Our inspections are free. You heard me, free. Go to state48roofing.com to schedule your free appointment today.
Whether your favorite team is in the playoffs or not, you always win when you order pickup or delivery from Venezia's Pizzeria for your football party. Venezia's, using family recipes to make the famous Venezia's pizza dough and sauces from scratch, giving you that authentic Italian taste. Venezia's will please everyone at your football party with pizza, wings, and other fan favorites. Vegan options too. That's Venezia's, your football party favorite. 6 Valley locations. Order now at Venezias.com.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there. Here a buck, there a buck, everywhere a buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-Do.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Getting your guaranteed maximum refund with TaxSlayer feels like discovering a refund tree has grown in your backyard.
I'm the refund tree.
Sawing off its branches.
Hey.
Feeding them through a wood chipper.
My branches! My beautiful branches!
And dancing in its refund rain. Start for free and get your guaranteed maximum refund. TaxSlayer. File fearlessly.
It's the Lerner and Rowe. One call, that's all. Call of the day. If you're looking for a full-service law firm, just make one call. That's all. 602-977-1900. Lerner and Rowe, voted Arizona's best law firm.
You're hot.
Throwback Thursday.
Cool in the game?
Yep. Very good. Ted Robinson will join us in about 10 minutes. We will also catch up with one of the young ladies here from Twin Peaks for our Peaks Picks, thanks to our friends at Blue Moon and Coors Light. A little bit later, we will catch up with the play-by-play voice of the San Francisco 49ers, as we are your home of San Francisco 49er football.
Hey, Skippy. Go Niners.
We are the home of Brock Purdy.
Absolutely. Don't you forget it.
It's overkill.
Leading that charge.
It's overkill.
How can you overkill a guy that's Mr. Irrelevant, came out of Perry High School here, local kid, has got every passing
everybody knows the story.
He is
we've told it 100 times.
Yeah, absolutely.
And he doesn't play here. He plays in the Bay.
That's the part that sucks.
Yeah.
You know, if he was a
If he played
hometown
here,
hero,
yeah.
playing for the Cardinals,
Yes.
maybe someday he will.
Maybe.
But for now, he's a 49er, and I think it's pretty safe to say if you're an Arizona Cardinal fan, you can't stand the San Francisco 49ers.
That's fair.
Hopefully they're on their way to the Super Bowl. You got to get by the Packers and then the final next week. So let's hope for the best.
So what's our one call today?
It was the song. It was the
Thursday.
The game.
Oh, all right.
New
What's
and
that?
exciting.
I know that was in the pregame show, but I forgot already.
I was continuing the game that we're playing.
Yeah. So I thought maybe we'd have some sound, but that's my fault. All right, let's get to our underdog picks of the week.
$1 zillion. The question is, who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Who let the dogs out?
Most weekend bettors prefer to lay their money down on favorites because they can't get their head around backing an underdog. Not Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. They're all about the dogs. Time now for the guys' dog picks of the week on Fox Sports 910.
All right, underdog picks, playoff style in the National Football League. Jax, where are we at overall this year?
Yeah, let's look at the standings real quick. In first place, myself at 12-8, but I lost my Dolphins plus 4.5. In second place, Rock 9-10. He had Pittsburgh plus 10. They did not cover. Manuch in third place, 8-11, also had Pittsburgh. In fourth place, Jimmy B, 4-14-1. 4-14-1.
Hey, it's good to be me.
Do not listen to Jimmy B. He also had Steelers plus 10. And the only one who got a victory in last place at 3-8, who started late way later than Jimmy B that might catch up to Jimmy B is our guy Shu, who had Packers plus 7.5.
I think drunk guys at the bar here could do a better job than me.
Well, that's the thing is, you listen every Thursday around 2:20, and we get your pick, and then we go against it.
Yeah, that's what Shu does.
Yeah. All right, I'll start with this week. Baltimore, they opened up as a 9.5-point favorite on the spread, a sizable number to lay on a playoff game. But the Texans have been terrific against the spread as well, 10-8 against the spread. Houston's also covered 5 of the last 7 games, including the last 3. Give me the Texans to cover, not to win, but to cover, and I'm going with 9.5, so I will take the Texans as my underdog pick.
I'm going to go the Buccaneers, Lions. Bucks getting 6.5. Indoors, hopefully Baker Mayfield can start fast. 3 touchdown passes last week. The team, their defense stepped up. You have Baker Mayfield pumping the ball down the field, did not turn the ball over. So I'm just hoping that they can at least cover. This Lions team is hot. They're bound and determined. But I think if Baker can get the ball and just throw like he did last week, keep the Lions offense off that field, I got them at least covering with that 6.5 points.
All right, so Rock, help me out here. When we talk to Manuch, and he always talks about how teams that have an extended layoff going into the playoffs, it takes them sometimes a half to kind of get it back together again. Yeah. Am I right about that?
Yeah, I would bet the first half.
There you go. I wish I could. But since I suck so bad, I am going to take Manuch's advice, although yesterday he told me that it's not going to happen with the San Francisco 49ers, that Brock Purdy is going to come out and just destroy the pack. I'm taking the Packers plus the 9.5 to stay in the game with San Francisco.
So nobody picked that because we know where that's going from that standpoint.
Well, that's your thought process. Mine's different.
But again, the point is here, it's not necessarily that the Packers are going to win.
Right.
It's 9.5 points.
Yeah.
I mean, that's big for any
playoff. Like the Ravens, Texans.
Yeah.
That's a big
That's
number.
A big number no matter what.
These playoffs have all big numbers.
Yeah.
It's nuts.
The only small number game is the Chiefs and Bills.
Yeah,
at
that's
2.5.
expected. Yes.
Yeah. Not a big
so
stretch.
3 of the 4 are big number games.
Yep.
All right, Jax.
I'm going to go, I agree with Rock, Texans plus 9.5 against the Ravens. I think it's too much. I think the Ravens come out sluggish. I like C.J. Stroud, nothing to lose. This team's dangerous. The team could make a Super Bowl run if they can beat the Ravens. So I like the Texans plus 9.5.
Let me just say this about the Ravens. They just elevated running back Dalvin Cook to the starting squad for the game.
It was a good signing late.
It was. Shoot.
Right.
Jimmy B, do me a favor.
Yeah.
I want you to look directly to your left, look directly to your right. Tell me, you got some space nearby?
Yeah, I do.
Well, make some room because I'm with you.
Oh, my God.
Plus 9.5. And you know what? What did I say last week on the show? I said not only are the Packers going to cover, but they're going to win the game outright. So what do? We double down. Not only are the Packers going to cover the 9.5, but they're going to send Brock Purdy home, and they're going to move on. The Packers are going on a 2007 Giants-esque run here. Give me the Packers and the points.
Manuch, how do you answer that, Manuch?
I just say that's fine. That's your opinion. We'll wait and see. The whole thing.
Put a bet on it between you two. Put a wager on it.
Don't because Manuch doesn't pay his bet.
No, I pay my bets.
No, you don't.
No, I do. I get. Trust me. I
trust you, but you don't pay your bet.
You don't pay yours.
Well, those gift cards I give, I throw an extra $20 in there to help cover those bets. Some of those bets in there. You look at these. Those are some big spreads. Playoff games.
Yes, they are.
And your point, Jimmy, you hope. I think Niners, they've been practicing hard, resting hard.
Manuch,
same with the Ravens.
They've been off 3 weeks.
Yeah, Ravens, same thing. So I think it's just going to be a matter of, okay, at this point, what you have to do is you got the defense, the Niners defense, with Armstead and Greenlaw coming back into the fold. That's where that's going to come to fruition. I think everybody else is healthy. By the way, Mark Andrews may play for the Ravens as well, too, at tight end. That'll be a game.
Not running back or wide receiver. Good job there, Manuch.
Wasn't the Dallas defense and their pass rush supposed to just go after Jordan Love and he wasn't going to have a chance to even throw the ball? And they made them look pedestrian.
Well, they
really did.
They went max protect, which was smart.
They did.
Max protect, they had 3 guys. And I also think that the scheming they did was pretty good as far as having guys wide open.
Wide ass open.
And their running game, they had success. What happened there, Jimmy, is their running game had success. All of a sudden, they get to play action. Linebackers are freezing because of the success. Guys are opening up behind them. So that key was just the running game, and then giving them max protect and taking some shots down the
Rock,
field.
to your point about the first half, looking at it right now, courtesy of the CAZ Sportsbook, Packers plus 6.5 first half spread. Texans plus 6.5 first half spread. I agree with you. I would like that line. It's a big line early.
Yep.
Better jump on that now. Hey, real quick, I
got
want to
his
get
wallet
this in
out.
there. Our daily digit, which is $200 million. Our daily digit. That's the amount that major college athletics departments likely will end up spending in connection with all the football coaching and staff changes made this year.
Wow, that's incredible.
Talk about money generating sports.
What does that mean? Does that mean enrollment is going to go up, your tuition?
That's correct.
I mean, the money needs
All
to
the
come
above.
from somewhere.
Yeah, I think
$200 million.
Well,
these major colleges because of all these changes.
And you wonder with ASU's enrollment, maybe not too much the sponsors, why their monies as far as spending are concerned aren't up on top of it. But I think a lot of it's determined by the success on the field. Which is going to bring a lot of that money in.
Hey, I want to tell you once again about G2G protein bars. Now, listen, if you haven't tried them yet, you're missing out. This isn't your average, stale, off-the-shelf protein bar. I'm telling you, they are fantastic. I try to have one every morning. There are 8 flavors. My personal favorite is the peanut nut banana chocolate. And what makes these bars so delicious as they're fresh, no preservatives, and they're stored in the refrigerator. You can pack one for lunch. You can put it in your golf bag. They are great, solid protein, healthy fats. Get it in your diet. It helps. Check them out in the refrigerated section at Costco or go to g2gbar.com. Get one today, g2gbar.com. We're going to catch up with Pac-12 play-by-play voice, Ted. He'll join us next as we're at Twin Peaks, Deer Valley, right here on Fox Sports 910.
Clear. Oh. Here's what's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix.
Coyotes wrap up their 3-game road trip up north. They'll take on a tough Vancouver team, the top team in the West. It'll be Connor Ingram between the pipes. 13th ranked Arizona men's hoops got the 15-point win over USC yesterday. For Arizona State, they were not so fortunate. They took the loss against UCLA. Today's docket is GCU hosting Utah Valley. NAU entertains Portland State. Former Cardinals coach Cliff Kingsbury could return to the pros. He's expected to interview for the vacant Bears offensive coordinator position. He spent this past season as USC's quarterbacks coach with potential number 1 pick Caleb Williams. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
At Van's Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf, there's something that binds us all. The collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the Cobra Dark Speed Driver. Engineered with advanced aerodynamics, power bridge technology, and a large hot face for more speed and consistency. Visit us in store for a free custom fitting at Van's Golf Shops or shop us online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Whether your favorite team is in the playoffs or not, you always win when you order pickup or delivery from Venezia's Pizzeria for your football party. Venezia's, using family recipes to make the famous Venezia's pizza dough and sauces from scratch, giving you that authentic Italian taste. Venezia's will please everyone at your football party with pizza, wings, and other fan favorites. Vegan options too. That's Venezia's, your football party favorite. 6 Valley locations. Order now at venezias.com.
The right price, the right selection. It's all now at Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. Stop by today and see why Wright Toyota continues to be Arizona's top Toyota dealership, located just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard and online at wrighttoyota.com.
Year after year, Lerner Rowe is voted best personal injury law firm in Arizona. You may wonder why. The answer is quite simple. Learner Row is so popular because we give every client excellent service and a superior experience. But also the main reason is results. We've recovered billions of dollars for our clients with over $1 billion collected in the last 5 years alone. Our phone lines are always open and our legal team is standing by right now, waiting for your call.
Learner and Row is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Tune in Saturday morning from 9 to 11 for Backspin, the golf show presented by Pigs. Play your best. The Backspin Boys take you inside the ropes every week with guests and great debates on the game. Backspin, the golf show on Fox Sports 910.
With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, banking with Capital One is the easiest decision in the history of decisions. Even easier than choosing Charles Barkley in a pickup game.
We'll take Barkley.
Ha! First pick. Sorry, kids.
Yep, even easier than that. With no fees or minimums and no overdraft fees, is it even a decision?
Okay, here's the plan. Pass me the ball every time.
This is banking reimagined. What's in your wallet?
Terms apply. See CapitalOne.com/bank for details. Capital One NA, member FDIC.
DraftKings Sportsbook is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SPORTS. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code SPORTS. The crown is yours. 21 and over, Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
You're hot. Pac-12 football and basketball as Ted Robinson joins us. You can follow him on Twitter at Ted J. Robinson. He'll be doing the Washington State-Stanford game tonight with Bill Walton. He joins us now on the right to the guest line. Ted, I got to ask you, do you have to prepare any different when you're calling a game with Bill Walton? Is there anything you got to do differently?
Oh, yeah. No, hey, guys. Nice to be with you. Yes, absolutely, because Bill is unique, and he has his very clear way of preparing. And Bill does a lot of prep work that would normally be the play-by-play person's responsibility, background of players, bios, stories, history, etc. Bill thrives on that. So when I'm working with Bill, I have to pivot, and I'll actually talk to more coaches, maybe a little bit more about strategy or game plan, basketball stuff. Believe me, I'm not trying to get out of my lane and be a QB Brown type analyst here, I know. But I'm just saying it's dramatically different than if I'm working with a former coach like Mike Montgomery or someone like Don McClain, who's brilliant in his own way, and Don just looks at the game like a player. And Bill just has Bill's way of doing it. And believe me, I love it. It's fine. I just have to make sure I'm the one that adapts.
That's interesting. My experience, my partner before Manuch in radio, at one point, he's a color analyst in the marketplace, and he had told me one time, just let me go. Just let me do my thing. Do you get to the point where when Bill starts going, you got to just let him go because that what makes him so unique?
Absolutely. There's no question. And the only caveat to that, and I've sort of talked to Bill about it, and believe me, Bill is whipped. I mean, Bill is so crazy smart, it's unbelievable. So he knows, is that when the game is good, and particularly, for example, we get to the Pac-12 tournament in Las Vegas every year, we get good games. Hey, when the game is good and it's meaningful, we're all about the game. No more Grand Canyon, Cactus High in the Rockies, Willamette Valley stuff. And Bill knows. So that's my only responsibility, is that when the game gets good, the game matters, keep the car driving straight down the road. Don't veer on the shoulder.
Ted Robinson, Pac-12 Network's play-by-play voice. He'll be doing the Wazoo-Stanford game tonight. Ted, a few changes last time we talked to you. Washington's got a new head coach. U of A's got a brand-new head coach. Players who are playing for those teams have the option to go into the portal for another 30 days. I'm just curious, are you you got a roster run, or are you just going to wait until the dust settles before you look at who's on first and what's on second? I don't know, and I don't care who's on third.
Abbott and Costello, you are so spot on with that. But I'll be honest with you, I'm probably 3 years into that mindset now.
Yeah.
And I told, for example, the Pac-12 communications people to stop even asking me to do preseason polling a couple of years ago. I said, they're a joke. Nobody knows who's on these teams anymore.
Yeah.
I know that. And therefore, I need to see them play some games before you can even make judgments. So that's absolutely the case. Look, the coaching change stuff is part of what is troubling to a lot of people about where the college game is going. The fact that, Caleb DeBoer was going to be offered, somewhere in the $9 to $10 million a year range to stay at Washington, where he's beloved, where he has a lot of rope, and he's gone on. He's chosen to I'm sure, get a very, very lucrative deal for himself at Alabama. It's a great place. At some point, I think back to what a great late Hall of Fame baseball player, one of the best people I've ever met in sports. I was around Kirby Puckett, and Kirby Puckett 30 years ago was offered more money to sign with the Boston Red Sox as a free agent. He chose to stay with Minnesota for, at the time, $30 million total, which now is an annual salary, but back then it was total. And he looked at me and he goes, "Hey, Teddy, if $30 million ain't enough for me, that's my problem. It's enough." And I wish a coach would say that at some point. I wish Caleb DeBoer had been willing to say $9 million a year to stay at Washington is enough. And I fear for him that those of age will know the name I'm going to mention, Gary Cunningham.
Yep.
Yeah.
And you young guys don't know, but the people just look up Google Gary Cunningham. That's, to me, what Caleb DeBoer is right now. And that is a thankless job. Because if he goes 9-3 next year, there will be calls to fire him. And that's just the reality.
And
I'm sad for that.
And, the other thing, too, is that Brett Brennan, who is familiar with the Pac-12 or was the Pac-12, coming from San Jose State, I think for a lot of U of A fans, he had the opportunity between he and Jed Fish 3 years ago get that job. But what he's done at San Jose State, Ted, the last 5 years he's been there has been like Tedford did at Fresno, somewhat of a miracle. Him coming into U of A, I don't think they'll miss a beat unless they miss some key players.
So I'm glad you brought that up because that's the positive out of all this. Kudos to Dave Hickey. He hit a home run. And I'm personal. I know Brent a little bit. He's been around the Bay Area, and I've gotten to know him. He's terrific. And I know he had a swing at U of A last time. He had a swing at a couple of other places, including Stanford. Stanford interviewed him last year for their job. This was a great, great move. Just as Jed was. Jed was terrific for Arizona. And that's why I'm saying for Dave, it's wonderful that he's done this twice in a row. As we all know, everybody knows. Jared Haas was telling me this here the other day at Stanford, the Stanford basketball coach. He says when he got the job here, the first thing he had to do was re-recruit the guys on the team. And Brent's going to go through the same thing. Jed's going to go through the same thing at Washington. That's the deal now in this sport is you're not recruiting outside. You're re-recruiting your own team every year. And if Brent can keep T-Mac and Fafita and Jacob, Manu, etc., if he can keep them in place, the nucleus is there, which is to Jed's credit. The nucleus is there for Arizona to be a title contender in their new league.
All right, I want to go quickly to basketball before we run out of time, but my first question to you is quickly back to Bill Walton. When you work with him, is he still going to scream the Conference of Champions, or has that left his vocabulary?
No. We've worked probably half a dozen games already. No, it's still there because that's what this is. Until it is no more, it is the Conference of Champions. And guess what? Two schools still own the conference. And they own all the rights, and they're going to own that name if they so choose to keep it.
All right, then to my basketball question. How, stunned are you that the so-called powers in basketball are struggling? USC, UCLA, Oregon is not that dominating this year either, and Arizona, even though they had a win last night, they have struggled in recent games as well. What's going on in this conference?
We're it's the opposite of where we were in football. We're ringing out this conference's lifespan with an extraordinary football season, and I think women's basketball will be outstanding again. Men's basketball's down a little. There's no question, and we at least I sensed it was coming. There's the micro picture of transfers, guys leaving early, etc. Some coaching changes, all those things we can talk about. And then there's the bigger picture to me is that the schools, I think too many schools in this conference have been caught up in the football mania and lost sight of continuing to invest in men's basketball. And it's not just money investment; it's attitudinal investment, if I can use that phrase. We don't have the time to get in depth in it, but I think it's been an issue that's building the last couple of years. We're seeing it here, and you're going to live it next year. Arizona will be fine with Tommy Lloyd. They'll be fine. Arizona State's going to have a jolt. When they go into the 12, the level of basketball top to bottom in that conference, holy cow.
Yep.
So ASU's going to have a massive jolt to say, whoa, we're going to have to up our game. This isn't the pack anymore. And Colorado's going to face the same problem. And the Utes are going to face the same problem. I'm saying to this year, I don't think anybody could have foreseen UCLA falling the way they have. They have shown a few signs of life here in the last week. USC's disheveled, and I don't know if they're going to regroup. The team that I'm going to see tonight, guys, I'm telling you, don't sleep on Stanford. They're a better team. Their guard play is much better than last year. They're not Arizona. I'm not trying to portray them like that. They're probably not even as good as Oregon. But Stanford right now has a heck of a chance to finish this conference somewhere in the 3 to 5.
Wow. Finishing up with Ted Robinson, Pac-12 Network. You'll be calling that Stanford-Washington State game tonight. If you had to make a pick today of these two players to get the Pac-12 Conference Basketball Player of the Year, would it be Love at Arizona or Simpson at Colorado?
Ooh, wow. That's a good call. I've seen Arizona play. I have not yet seen Colorado play. Simpson's good. Simpson's really good. I would, my gut initial reflex was to give Simpson a slight edge, and that's probably because I've seen him before. Whereas this, Love this year is new to me. I will say this about Love: the one game I saw him play live, and I've watched, like everybody, half a dozen other U of A games on TV. He plays fearlessly, and I love that about him. He plays fearless basketball, and that's the kind of guy you want with the ball in your hand at the end of the game.
Ted, as always, thanks, especially on a game day. We're definitely going to be watching tonight. Bill helps that a little bit. We love watching you too, Ted, but, a little cherry on the top with Bill Walton.
I'm a favorite, right? I'm going to walk down and see Bill here in 60 seconds, and I'm going to tell him that you guys have asked for 50 Conference of Champions references tonight.
Thanks, Ted. That's Ted Robinson joining us again. He's got the Washington State-Stanford game tonight. Appreciate him taking some time. As he's brought to you today by All City Towing. If you're looking for a career this year that pays great with great benefits, All City Towing continues to look for new people to join their team. Just head to their website, allcitytowing.com, and then in the search button, type careers. That's All City Towing, statewide service, and they answer your call 24/7, allcitytowing.com. Well, we need a contestant to face one of the young ladies here at the Twin Peaks at Deer Valley. 602-260-9191, 602-260-9191, and you'll compete in our Peaks Picks, thanks to Blue Moon and Coors Light. It'll be Packers at 49ers, it will be, Packers at 49ers, Bucks at Lions, and Chiefs at Bills. And then this week's really bad dad jokes. That's next. Roc and Manuch, Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910.
Check this out. This is The Herd. You're excited. I'm excited. With Colin Cowherd.
Yes, at home when the weather is ideal against the bad team, the Dolphins look like Mike Tyson at 23 years old. But did they even compete? Did you watch the play calling in the second half in this game? Mike McDaniel was protecting Tua. They didn't extend his contract. Let's stop the Pro Bowl stuff.
This is The Herd. Tomorrow at 10. Listen to Fox Sports 910 anywhere on our free iHeartRadio app.
Come chill and get your fill at Arena Sports Grill. Arena Sports Grill is your home for Nebraska Cornhusker football and the National Football League. Watch all your favorite sports, plus off-track wagering with the ponies. Arena even caters to the night owls with breakfast on the weekends till 2. NFL Mondays and Thursdays are packed with happy hour specials daily till 7 and other incredible drink and food specials. It's Arena Sports Grill, 64th Street in Bell, North Scottsdale's friendly sports bar since 1998.
At Van's Golf Shops by Worldwide Golf. There's something that binds us all, the collective goal to transcend the ordinary. Introducing the Cobra Dark Speed Driver. Engineered with advanced aerodynamics, power bridge technology, and a large hot face for more speed and consistency. Visit us in store for a free custom fitting at Vans Golf Shops or shop us online at worldwidegolf.com. Get there.
The annual Big Game Viewing Party is set again in the showroom in Casino, Arizona, Sunday, February 11th. Plenty of cash and prizes to be had. Doors open at 3, and it's once again first come, first served for this free event. This year marks the 25th year. Head to rockandmanuch.com for more details.
Over the years, Lerner Rose helped over 150,000 injured people recover billions of dollars for their injuries and over $1 billion in the last 5 years alone. What does that mean to you when you're looking for an attorney to handle your personal injury case? That means that Lerner Rowe is a law firm that not only has experience, but the proven results to recover money for your injuries. The insurance companies know which attorneys won't put up a fight. When you call us, we call them, and they know they have to pay.
Lerner and Rowe is the way to go. Call 977-1900.
Looking for a change in your career? All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings now available in customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278.
Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar is your home for a variety of homemade, made-to-order pizzas, calzone, pastas, and more. But it's more than great Italian food. It's your home for college and pro football. Watch games all weekend. Plus, enter to win a free big screen TV every month. Upper Crust is the official home of the Ohio State Alumni Club of Phoenix. Upper Crust, on the southeast corner of Cave Creek on the 101, always has incredible daily specials. Pizza and football. A perfect match at Upper Crust Pizza, Patio, and Wine Bar.
If you think about it, the floor is the part of your home that gets lived on the most. It gets walked on, stomped over, spilled on. It bears the weight of life on its planks. That's where LifeProof's luxury vinyl plank flooring comes in. Our premium flooring is durable, scratch resistant, and 100% waterproof, so it can take all that stomping and spilling with no problem. Plus, it comes in a variety of colors and styles, and it's easy to install. So make sure your floor can stand up to life's toughest tests with LifeProof. The Home Depot, how doers get more done.
Mr. Clean, Mr. Clean.
Of course I use Mr. Clean Magic messes off my stuff. But then I also use it to easily clean my patio furniture and even my shoes. I'm hooked.
And when wipes won't cut it, I use Magic Eraser Sheets. They're thin and flexible erasers, perfect for everyday messes, like gunk on my counters and sinks. They really are.
Here we go.
Magical.
The reviews are in. Mr. Clean Magic Eraser and Sheets make cleaning look easy.
Time for Peaks Picks, your weekly chance to win a $50 Twin Peaks man card by outscoring one of the beautiful Twin Peaks girls. Today's Twin Peaks challenge is poured by Blue Moon and Coors Light. Twin Peaks, the ultimate sports lodge and home of the 29-degree man-sized drafts. Twin Peaks, the best views in the game. Open in Scottsdale, Phoenix, Tempe, Glendale, and Deer Valley.
You're hot.
Hey, everybody, welcome back in. Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B, Fox Sports 910, 99.9, FM HD3, and also on the iHeartRadio app. It is indeed time for our Twin Peaks segment. Now, last week, Steve in Glendale, Steve Glendale is his name, and he won last week at the Scottsdale location. Nice job, Steve. So today, Bobby Lehman from Scottsdale is going to have an opportunity. He has given his selections to Shu. And with that, we say good afternoon, Alexa, who is joining us again. How are you, girl?
I'm good. How are you guys?
It's awesome. Always good when we're here. What do you got cooking over there? Some of the good stuff here at Twin Peaks.
Well, we got our happy hour 3 to 6. We got Blue Moon, 22-ounce, Coors Light, 22-ounce, and then our Naughty Brunette, 22-ounce. And we also have a Pick Your Mule. You can do Crown Royal Apple, Kettle One, Proper number 12, Maker's Mark, or Luna Silver Mexican.
A plethora of specials
Yes,
going
it
on.
is.
Yeah.
By the way, last time we had you on, Alexa,
Yeah.
you made a couple of, was it the Ravens choice? What was your choice?
No,
you
it was
made?
the Bills, wasn't it?
No, it was the 49ers,
Oh.
Baltimore Ravens.
And you took the Ravens.
Yeah, I took the Ravens.
Yeah. That was a tough one to swallow, but you ready to go today?
Absolutely.
Ready to break them out?
Absolutely.
You're hot.
All right, let's go with it then. First game, it is the Packers at the 49ers. It is a Saturday night game. Alexa, who you got?
I think I'm gonna go with the Packers.
With the Packers in an upset. Shoo, what did our caller Bobby say?
I think Bobby was listening earlier when he heard me during the underdogs. He's also taking the Packers.
Ooh, taking that going with the underdog. All right, the second game will be in a dome in Detroit. The Buccaneers at the Lions. That's a Sunday afternoon game. Who do you have?
I have the Lions, 100%.
Okay, are you from Michigan?
I'm not. My dad is from Michigan. He's from Detroit, and then he's got family in Richmond and Sterling Heights.
I bet he is excited
so
that the Lions are playing as well as they are.
No bias there whatsoever, right, Alexis?
Not at all.
What's Bobby got there, Shu?
Bobby's continuing the theme of the underdogs, taking the Bucs.
Okay, got that.
All right, then the nighttime game, Chiefs at the Buffalo Bills. It is the final game on Sunday. Who you got?
Oh, I want to take the Buffalo Bills because I'm not really happy with the Chiefs this year.
You're following the Chiefs? By the way, who's your favorite team?
I'm going for Detroit right now. I'm born and raised in Arizona, so I would go for the Cardinals. But
You've been watching the Chiefs?
I have been watching the Lions more than any.
Okay.
Well, that's fine. Why are you down on the Chiefs? They won last week in the opening round of the playoffs.
And they were catching the football except for Kelsey. He's still distracted, I think.
Yeah.
He had three drops.
Exactly what I'm thinking. It's a distraction. Left
Okay.
field.
Yeah. Are you a Swiftie?
I am not.
You're not? Okay. You might be the only person I know of your age that's not a Swiftie. Don't like her music?
I just think now that she's with Travis Kelce, it's just a little bit overplayed.
Oh,
Wow.
okay.
Never thought of it that way.
Interesting. You realize the female viewership is up.
It is.
In the National Football League. You think that's because of Taylor Swift?
Yes. I want to say yes. I was raised on football, so I used to go to Cardinals camp in Flagstaff in Arizona.
So you're a legitimate fan.
She
100%,
is.
yeah.
She's dialed
Okay.
in. That's why we always have her on the show. So you're going to take the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah.
Okay. Shu, what do we got?
What did I say Bobby was doing? I told
Yes.
you when I was on the phone with him. Underdog, pick the Packers. Underdog, pick the Bucs. Underdog, pick the Chiefs.
Wow, he's taking all the dogs. Okay.
Underdog weekend whatsoever. That's kind of seems like the theme. I hope not for that Packers 49ers game.
It's always good when you come on the show with us.
Alexa,
We always appreciate you.
Thank you so much
Thank you, guys.
for improving the program. We appreciate that.
We need all the help we can get, too. Thank you, Alexa.
Thank you.
There you go. That is indeed our Twin Peaks picks, with Alexa making her selections against the caller from Scottsdale. That is Bobby Lehman.
You know, her dad being raised in Detroit.
Yeah.
So all those Detroit Lion fans who are finally like, maybe this is it. Maybe this is the year when they win the division. They've got the home field advantage. Unless if the 49ers win, they'll have it. But you sit there and go, okay, can they finally get it together? Jared Goff's gotten a team, that being the Rams, to the Super Bowl, even though they lost to the Patriots.
Mm-hmm.
But here's another round. And for a team that started off at 3-13 3 years ago,
right,
and Alma just missed the playoffs last year by one game, and now here they are. Talk about a franchise of reclamation. But you got to have that right guy. You got to have that head coach. You got to have that general manager that work together. So Dan Campbell and their general manager, who Campbell gave a game ball to after the game last week. And I think that's great. But all the free agent moves, all of the draft moves that he made, and getting biggest thing, getting Jared Goff to lead that charge. But for the Detroit Lion fans, yeah, they'll be hanging on. Hopefully, they can beat the Buccaneers.
Shu, can we got time to do some really bad dad jokes, or you want to wait till
Time
3?
for Roc's really bad dad joke of the day. I mean, really bad. Like, really bad. Here's Roc.
I got a couple for you today. Why do basketball players like cookies?
Because they usually come in a basket.
No. It's just another excuse to dunk.
Oh. Thank you, Kawhi.
Where do you learn to make ice cream? This is so obvious.
Ice cream?
In the refrigerator.
I give up.
Sunday school.
Oh.
Last one.
Location. That's enough.
Last one. Again, these are our really bad dad jokes. Why can't basketball players go on vacation?
YK can't go on vacation.
I don't know, Rob. Why can't?
Yeah.
They're not allowed to travel.
Oh.
You're laughing at me. We're not laughing at you. We're laughing with you.
There you have it. Today's really, really bad dad jokes. Oh, coming up in hour number 3, we're going to go out to San Francisco.
2 minutes, 2 minutes.
And we're going to catch up with the voice of the 49ers, Greg Papa. So we're looking to do that. And it is a Throwback Thursday. So we are playing a lot of music, R&B throwback music, and trying to stump the guys on the bands and the names of songs.
I'll tell you, Rock, they've done well so far.
They've
gotten more than I thought. I think we were going to settle a betting line before the show. I did not think they would be doing this well through 2 hours.
Yeah, and we're also going to it is a Throwback Thursday, and today is the anniversary of the 2015 Deflategate game where Tom Brady threw the 3 touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, if you remember, he ran in for 3, and they defeated the Colts 45-7. So we have some incredible sound and some bits that we did many years ago that we're going to pass along, which you'll want to listen to. And if you haven't heard the Tampa Bay reporter who asked Todd Bowles a question about Detroit, we'll bring that back as well. So that's all coming up in hour number 3. Hey, our State 48 Roofing It's Your Call question of the day. We got 2 of them. After 40 games, what grade do you give the Suns? A to D. Or who do you take to start your NFL team today? And your 2 choices are Jordan Love or Brock Purdy.
Currently leading Brock Purdy 58.8% to 41.2%.
The Purdy's have voted and you have voted.
Yeah.
Well,
I haven't voted yet, but I'm on Jordan.
We've also got a third question. Which question do you like more? Manuch's Suns question or Rock's Love/Purdy question? The leader in the clubhouse, Rock's question at 57%.
Damn straight.
All 3 you still can vote on.
And he's, Jax and Shu. I mean, they're all in.
Well, Jimmy will agree with anything you say. Is the sky blue?
I never do. I never do
Jimmy
that.
will agree with anything. By the way, I even voted for that one there, too.
I just know where I get my paycheck.
Clear.
Make plans for the big one Sunday, February 11th in the showroom in Casino, Arizona. Win cash just for watching the big game, as this year marks Roc and Manuch with Jimmy BS, the 25th consecutive season. Doors open at 3. First come, first serve. Just be 21 or older. It's the big game viewing party with tons of cash and giveaways. See you February 11th at Casino, Arizona. Show up early. Cash out quarterly. The first 100 fans to show up for the big game February 11th get a free square for the chance to win a Twin Peaks gift card at the end of every quarter. Plus, every fan scores free fried pickles just for showing up. Twin Peaks with 5 locations: Glendale, Central Phoenix, North Scottsdale, Tempe, and now in North Phoenix at the Deer Valley Town Center. Twin Peaks, home of the 29-degree drafts.
You know the biggest games are won in the trenches, right? Even armpit trenches. That's right. Luckily, Old Spice, the greatest smell in the NFL, has you covered. Grab a 4-pack of Old Spice Swagger deodorant at Costco today. When you use Old Spice daily, you get 24/7 odor protection. It's like an entire offensive line fending off unwanted odors. It's only available for a limited time, so rush to Costco now. Old Spice, official locker room product of the NFL and Super Bowl 58.
Commit to one day and help keep ozone away. Idling causes air pollution. Please turn off your vehicle when waiting in long lines like school pickups and drive-thrus. You'll save on gas and breathe cleaner air. For more information, visit maricopa.gov/AQ.
DraftKings Sportsbook, an official sports betting partner of the NFL playoffs, is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. New customers can bet $5 on any game and get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Plus, everyone gets a no-sweat same-game parlay for every playoff game day. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code 910. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code 910. The crown is yours. 21 plus, Arizona only. Gambling problem, 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Opt-in required. One no-sweat token issued per eligible day after opt-in. No-sweat bonus bet issued based on amount of losing qualifying bet. Eligibility, max reward limits, and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
Joe Brown here with Accident Law Group. If you were hurt in an accident, find us on the web at accidentlawgroup.com.
So the following program will be recorded.
The Herd with Colin Cowherd. Tomorrow from 10 to 1. This is KGME Phoenix, KESC HD3 Phoenix. Listen on the free iHeartRadio app for all your sports talk, podcasts, and music. Free never sounded so good.
There'll be a new gig on the horizon for former Cardinals coach Cliff Kingsbury. He could return to the pros. He's expected to interview for the vacant Bears offensive coordinator position. He spent this past season as USC's quarterbacks coach. The Coyotes finished their 3-game road trip up north. They've got a tough test against Vancouver. The top team in the West, Connor Ingram, will patrol the crease. 13th-ranked Arizona men's hoops claimed the 15-point win over USC yesterday. Sun star Kevin Durant was at the game. ASU wasn't so fortunate. They fell to UCLA. Today, GCU hosts Utah Valley, and AU is home for Portland State. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910. Available everywhere with free iHeartRadio.
Now your chance to win $1,000. Just enter the nationwide keyword BILLS at foxsports910.com. That's BILLS at foxsports910.com.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
Look for mostly clear skies tonight with temperatures in the upper 40s. And then Friday, partly sunny with a high of 72. For the Fox and Weather experts, I'm Anita Roman.
This report is sponsored by Farm Bureau Financial Services.
At Farm Bureau Financial Services, we'll help you bundle your auto and home coverage, saving you money and time. Find us at fbfs.com/protect. It's your future. Let's protect it. Farm Bureau Property and Casualty Insurance Company, Western Agricultural Insurance Company.
It's Thursday, and the guys are live at Twin Peaks, Deer Valley, located in the Deer Valley Town Center.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Good afternoon. Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B.
Oh, what's he gonna do?
Live out here at Twin Peaks.
Do you want to
Deer
get out?
Valley. Still Throwback Thursday. We'll have some fun in about 11 minutes, as it is the anniversary of Deflategate.
Let's cool the gang.
Cool the gang. Get down on it.
Yeah, you guys are doing pretty well. Yeah. Have to make it a little harder on Flashback Friday. Classic rock or something.
I worked the Cool in the Gang concert many years ago.
I've seen them several times in concert.
Did I ask if you guys had seen them? Or
No, you didn't. We just offered up the information.
Shalimar, Cool in the Gang, and I forget who the other one was. Is I don't know.
Wow.
New Year's Eve. Yeah, exactly. Man. Backstage with the boys, hanging out.
It's amazing.
Security.
The content you provide to us
Absolutely.
every day from 1 to 4.
Up close and personal.
That's why-
Cool in the Gang.
That's why you pay us.
Yeah, sometimes
Stories we can tell.
Sometimes I wonder, but top stories today. We got into it briefly, but the Arizona Cardinals are in the news, not for good things. Unfortunately, they're in the news because they let a bunch of their senior staff go. And this is according to ESPN and Josh Weinstein, staff writer for them. But their CFO has been let go. Their VP of Business Development, as well as their VP of Digital Content and Creative. Supposedly, their Senior VP of Corporate Partnerships has also resigned. They also laid off a couple members of their social media team. This all according to ESPN.com. And this move comes 5 months after Arizona hired a lawyer to do an investigation to counter some of the investigation that was already going on by ESPN in regards to a toxic workplace culture. So it looks as though Michael Bidwell is trying to clean up.
Clean house is an understatement.
The majority of these individuals that were let go have all had 15 plus years of service.
For many
and
years.
That's got to be tough on him to do that, to let these people go in the good times and the bad times, from winning just a few games to getting to a Super Bowl.
Right.
I mean, you're in it.
Do you think that he's gotten a heads up that the axe is finally going to come down from the commissioner, and maybe he's getting rid of the people who had
Old
to
school?
testify? Old school against him.
Yeah, that seems.
I mean,
fair
just
to
a
me.
thought. Yeah, just a thought.
Yeah, I would buy that.
If they pretty much have cooperated.
Yeah.
And if he didn't appreciate the cooperation, if they came in, yeah, he's probably, well, okay, you do that. The one guy or person, I don't know if a guy or gal, that resigned, it's interesting. He might have, and I'm just speculating here, folks, might have said, look, either I fire you, can resign. Now, I'm sure they're all going to get their pensions and all that. They've all made very good money.
That's what I think it's 10 years, I think, on the front office side.
But I think that, those are some heavyweights, Rock, for your organization. And here we are, second week, going to the third week of January. I guess if you're going to clean house, now's the time. But Super Bowl's right around the corner. You got the combine right around. You got free agency number 1 right around the corner. Then you got the draft. Then you got, there's a lot going on where those people are involved in. Corporate partners and who's going to re-up, who's not going to re-up. And he might just say, I just want to go clean slate, bring in all new people, maybe fresh ideas. We don't know. But that is so unusual to have so many people at that high level at one time. Now, you might see a guy leave here and there, or it's not working out on a fine. But, that's a gauntlet of individuals. That's like, our starting 5. We're going to trade our starting 5 away today because it's just not getting it done. Well, you think you'd keep your point guard or your center or something like that.
Somebody. It's a house cleaning, and I think now the more that I even think about what we just discussed, I think that he's gotten a heads up that something is going to come down from the NFL, and he's taking steps to eliminate the people that may have spoken to the NFL.
Could be.
Also, multiple reports staying with the Cardinals, that former head coach Cliff Kingsbury, who just finished his first season up as a senior offensive analyst for USC and quarterbacks coach, is interviewing for the Chicago Bears OC job. And
hint of things to come.
Could be. If they're going to make that move, and Williams is going to be their pick. He's been working side by side with him for the last 2 years.
Nothing bad happened the last time a team with the number 1 overall pick who needed a quarterback hired Cliff Kingsbury. Nothing bad happened when a team with the number 1 pick has hired Cliff Kingsbury. You can't give me one example.
No, but he was head coach. Here he's just the OC.
But he called plays.
But I know, but look how exciting the USC offense was and how effective they were.
That's not his offense,
with Caleb Williams.
His offense is screens. His offense is draws. 3rd and 14. Let's run and draw.
Dink and dunk.
Dink and dunk. There you go, Rob.
Cliff Kingsbury is a dink and dunk king.
It's Lincoln Riley. It's offense. He was an analyst / quarterback coach, so he just pretty much doing his 2 cents as to what works. And Caleb Williams at that level will make anything work. If they hire him, I don't think it's you kind of like, okay, if we read the tea leaves, well, that must mean that they're going to bring Caleb Williams, you would think. But if they don't, he accepts that job before the draft, they decide to keep Justin Fields. You got to believe that they feel that, okay, that he can help with Fields, turn him around with Reed, and maybe they give him a more familiar offense that he's with.
Okay.
But Cliff's offenses are just they're horizontal. I'd like to see more pump it down the field. Now, maybe they go get a few guys to get down the field, but I think more than anything, he's going to try to develop if they do. You would think Williams is the guy, I would think, but you just never know.
All right, so
he's got to get hired on his own merit. That's what I'm trying to say.
Okay, so a buddy of mine, David Kaplan, who works in Chicago, he basically told me that it's done deal, that Fields is gone. And if that's the case, Manuch, in your estimation, would the Falcons be the spot? Would the Raiders be the spot? He's not going to go to San Diego. They already have their guy.
L.A. Chargers.
Yeah, yes, thank you. Yes, the Chargers. I still can't get over that. The Chargers. He's not going to go to Carolina because they have their guy, even though he didn't play well this year. So is it down then to a bidding war between the Raiders and Atlanta if Justin Fields is available?
Well, it won't be a bidding war. If they're going to trade, they got to find out
who has the best pieces.
Yeah, and I think that if you're going to trade Justin Fields, you're going to want to get some cachet for that.
Are they going to get a number 1 for him?
Oh, I would think a 1 or 2 at least. I would.
You don't think they get a 1?
I don't think. What's he done?
That was going to be my next question.
He hasn't done anything.
But that's the I think the question is, as far as the value is, okay, started to learn, started to come on, had a better second half of the season.
He did.
They look at the talent, they look at the potential, and folks, look, beauty's in the eye of the beholder. Atlanta could go, you know what, we want them. And to your point, Jimmy, to outbid whomever, and to
Let's just say the Raiders.
Oh, the Raiders, yeah. They could say, well, what do we think we want to give up? Because they're going to acquire salary.
Right. They are,
He's still under I believe he's still under the rookie.
On the rookie cap. Yep.
Yeah, so I think at that point, you might get somebody say, okay, we want to make sure we give them, so maybe we give them a first and a third or a second, third, whatever it is. That could, because I got to imagine on the down low, they got to be, if they're going to do that, if your guys say they got to be shopping them right now behind the scenes, just to get a feel of what kind of value they can get, and based on that value, what they can get, they'll determine whether they make that move. I'm like you. I think they'd make the move for Caleb Williams if they're lining stuff up. But if somebody says, well, if you want a 1 or 1 and a 2, or we don't feel he's worth that, then it could be all bets are off.
You told me on this show several times, Caleb Williams, after you have watched him as many times as you have, he's a generational type QB.
I agree. And he's one of those kids that can come in and make things happen and be your franchise guy for
He's the next C.J. Stroud is what you're telling me?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, he's got that kind of talent. Even you look at both of them, the way they move, the way they throw, they got that whole scenario surrounding them. And that's what I liked about Caleb Williams. I still stick to that.
All
Absolutely.
right, so let me throw you our fourth It's Your Call question of the day by State 48 Roofing. Yes.
A record 4.
If you are starting a team today, Caleb Williams or Brock Purdy?
Starting the team today?
Yeah. Starting for 2024.
Okay, yeah. Where you going, Manuch?
I'm going to go. I would definitely go with Brock Purdy.
Who would you start at quarterback, or who would you want at quarterback?
You're the head coach, and you've just taken over let's say, Atlanta Falcons, and you have a choice of either starting your first game of the season with Brock Purdy or Caleb Williams. Knowing that this is your team and you want to keep your job for many, many years to come.
Generational quarterback is what you've told me.
And I got to tell you, I believe Brock Purdy is that generational quarterback from that standpoint. The things that he's done, continues to do, and proves to continue to do in a heartbeat. I would take that. And then you look at a Williams, if it's a team that's a startup team or a team that's got just enough to get that going. I mean, coming out of this draft today with Caleb Williams, he is going to be the number 1 pick.
Yep.
And he'll be that guy that you can build around from a standpoint of, okay, do you have the receivers? Do you have the linemen? Do you have those guys that can surround and help them out?
They have that in Atlanta. If we use Rock's case here, Atlanta is a team just waiting to get a quality QB.
So Mike, if Chicago can't get what they want out of Fields,
okay,
does Atlanta try to, where do they fit in the whole match? And again, who's going to be your head coach? Who's going to be the new head coach? That'll be a lot of it as far as where they want to go to pick him.
I think the real winner of all this is State 48 Roofing. Yeah. They got 4 questions today.
It's supposed to rain this weekend, so State 48 Roofing.
Unbelievable deal you got here at Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B.
Hey, our big game viewing party is set. It's our 25th year of hosting the big game in the showroom at Casino Arizona. We're giving away the cash once again just for watching the game. We got a kickoff jackpot, which is a progressive jackpot that we add to it after every kickoff. We're going to start at $3,000. We'll give that money away, $100 bills if it doesn't hit. We're also doing $100 propositions. We're also doing $25 squares, jersey giveaways. And when I say $100, $25, that's what you win. It doesn't cost you anything. Just be a Salt River Rewards card, a member, and it's free. Doors open at 3 o'clock. Again, it's our 25th year of partnering with Casino Arizona. Well, it is a Thursday. It means we are broadcasting live from one of the 5 Valley Twin Peaks locations. Today, we're at the Deer Valley location, and you can take advantage of Blue Moon and Coors Light specials now and the 29-degree man-sized draft. It's always on special here at Twin Peaks, but it's a Throwback Thursday, and we're going to have a little fun next because it's the anniversary of Deflategate, and a reporter had one of those Southwest moments. We'll have that next. It's Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B.
Tomorrow on The Drive, NFL insider Ian Rappaport joins us. We find out who Bill Belichick's going to be coaching next year and who his quarterback might be. 7:33 on The Drive, Fox Sports 910, and your free iHeartRadio app.
Valley traffic from the Valley Toyota Dealers Traffic Center.
Lots of traffic, a lot of slow and go on the Red Mountain westbound from 40th Street over to I-10. There's a car fire eastbound 10 west of University Drive blocking the right lane. More slow and go 17 northbound from I-10 over to 7th Street. A crash on Baseline west of I-10.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. That's progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Arizona's headquarters for Toyotas is Wright Toyota. Hey, rock for my friends at Wright Toyota in Scottsdale. You will always find the right deal at Wright Toyota. Wright Toyota has been driving Arizona's home for years with their amazing service, pricing, and great selections. I encourage you to discover the difference at Wright Toyota. Make the right choice, Wright Toyota, just off the 101 on Frank Lloyd Wright Boulevard, and always online at WrightToyota.com. The right price, the right selection. Check out WrightToyota.com.
The annual Big Game Viewing Party is set again in the showroom in Casino, Arizona, Sunday, February 11th. Plenty of cash and prizes to be had. Doors open at 3, and it's once again first come, first serve for this free event. This year marks the 25th year. Head to rockandmanuch.com for more details.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Get wings the way you want them. Try Twin Peaks wings bone-in breaded, naked, smoked and grilled, or boneless in your favorite sauce or rub.
If you haven't tried G2G protein bars, today is the day. Find them in your local Costco's refrigerated section or online at G2Gbar.com. Incredible taste and packed with protein. They are perfect for your on-the-go lifestyle. Check them out today.
When it comes to insurance, we don't focus on the competition. We focus on our customers. At Crest Insurance Group, customer service is not what we do, but who we are. Now more than ever, businesses and families are turning to knowledgeable partners to help provide them with the insurance coverages they need. We've worked hard to become one of the country's top independent agencies, and our clients benefit from our vision, experience, and outstanding service. Contact Crest and let our insurance professionals tell you what they see. You'll be glad you did.
Skincare is self-care, and with daily beauty steals of 50% off during Ulta Beauty's Love Your Skin event, I can find everything I need to make loving my skin a daily practice, from brands like Osea, Lancome, and Tula. And I can shop weekly skin and wellness deals of 30% off more must-have brands. Plus, see what's new from brands like Bubble and in select stores, Sol de Janeiro and Ulla Henriksen. Hurry, event ends January 20th. Shop in store, online, or try pickup today. Ulta Beauty. The possibilities are beautiful. Conditions apply.
The Coyotes finished their 3-game road trip up north with a tough test against Vancouver, the top team in the West. Connor Ingram will patrol the crease. The Suns are off. They jump back into action tomorrow against the Pelicans. The NFL announced their pregame entertainment lineup for Super Bowl 58. Reba McEntire will sing the national anthem and Post Malone, America the Beautiful. DraftKings line for Sunday's Buccaneers-Lions game is Detroit favored by 6.5. I'm Frank Aaron.
This is Katina Morton. This is what's trending from iHeart Sports Network.
Presented by Mercedes-Benz.
The brilliant EQE SUV from Mercedes-Benz with available digital light technology. It's so smart, even the headlamps are thinking. The vehicle is all electric. The feeling is all Mercedes. Learn more at MBUSA.com/EQE SUV.
You're hot. All right, let's whip it.
Great dog. You are on it today on a Throwback Thursday for my esteemed colleagues.
A little R&B, a little hip-hop, R&B.
See, when you told me it was going to be R&B throwback, I thought we were going to get Wilson Pickett, James Brown, Aretha Franklin.
Still can.
Oh, okay. All right.
Never know.
I'm just throwing out a couple.
Al Green.
Oh, man, I'm down with Al Green.
The voice of the 49ers, will join us here in about 15 minutes. But the weather seems to be the major storyline in the NFL playoffs. We're talking about it this weekend. We talked about it quite a bit last weekend. The Dolphins and Chiefs, of course, played in those sub-zero temperatures Saturday night in Kansas City. The Buffalo game got postponed from Sunday to Monday. One reporter apparently had that in mind on Tuesday when she was asking Tampa Bay Bucks head coach Todd Bowles about facing the Detroit Lions in the divisional round. Here's what she had to say.
Coach, looking forward towards Detroit. The weather has been a factor in some of the playoff games, even for the most prepared teams. Today, it's 13 in Detroit, which doesn't compare to some of the temperatures we tend to drop to. Any special plans to acclimate the team to not only endure, but perform in those kind of frigid temperatures should you face them in Detroit?
You do know we play indoors, right? They got a dome. No, nothing planned. We're indoors, and we only have to be outside for 20 seconds getting off the bus, going under the thing, so we'll be okay.
Want to get away? Now you can.
I feel sorry for her.
He let her down
He was nice.
gracefully.
Yep.
Aside from getting off the bus and walking into the locker room, we're okay. I mean, might be a little chilly walking from the bus because it's, and the way he said, well, it's indoors. Yeah. And he kind of went on not to totally embarrass her.
She's not a sportscaster at all. Yeah. She's probably somebody who was sent by a TV station news director who is freaking clueless because the majority of them are sports.
But do we know that for sure?
Yes, I know that for sure.
All right, because
I work for a lot.
No, my question is, you don't know. I mean, you know what station she was with,
I did not.
She is a reporter.
No, I don't know.
Because we don't know that.
No,
at least I don't. I didn't research it to find out enough to
guessing
say.
it's either.
Because what if she is one of these sports gals?
Well, then she
or reporters,
then she
male or female.
Then she is clueless, and I take back being kind.
Okay, all right.
Jimmy's
today's the anniversary.
I am trying to be nice.
Today's the anniversary of Deflategate back in 2015. So we thought we'd have some fun. And we go back in time. Manuch and I have been doing this now our 19th year. Jimmy's been with us for the last few years. So we've put together some pretty cool bits over the years. And I thought I'd share those again with you today. This one, nothing crazy about this one, but this was a press conference with Tom Brady once again denying any involvement in the so-called Deflategate game.
I didn't alter the ball in any way. I have a process that I go through before every game where I go in and I pick the footballs that I want to use for the game. Our equipment guys do a great job of breaking the balls in. They have the process that they go through. When I pick those footballs out, at that point, to me, they're perfect. I don't want anyone touching the balls after that. I don't want anyone rubbing them, putting any air in them, taking any air out. To me, those balls are perfect, and that's what I expect when I show up on the field.
Talk about little anal. Is he there with that?
Manuch,
pardon the pun there.
You were a QB. Were you as particular as he is about the football?
No, we just wanted to make sure we had a good grip on the ball.
Okay.
Because in those days they took them out of the box,
right?
They inflated them, and that's it. You couldn't touch them, you couldn't rub them down or whatever. Now my second year, we were allowed to get a hold of them the day before, pump them up, and just kind of wipe them down. Couldn't put any mud on them or go ahead and
you couldn't
and
get
fix
them sticky.
No, we couldn't really touch them. So all we were concerned about the kind of grip we were going to get. And I had like a rosin bag the first couple of years under my belt and would do like a rosin like a pitcher,
right? Yeah,
to get a better grip because they were slick.
Yes,
slick as the baby's bottom. And then you got 12 footballs the first half for both teams, and you got 12 the second half. So you get a brand spanking, slick, new football with 12 pounds. They did check the air.
Okay.
Because the officials would come in and they want to say, okay, let us see the footballs. They had two guys come in and check them out. And then at halftime, they would do the same thing again. Mm-hmm. So we were just.
But you wouldn't let anybody rub your balls.
No, never. Not during a game. No, I would just be totally out of place.
Sorry, I couldn't pass it up.
I'm done.
Yeah,
I can't do this anymore with you two guys. That's ridiculous. That's just bad.
Not me. That's a Jimmyism right there.
Well, here's a bit that we did a few years ago called House of Balls.
It's the grand opening of Tom Brady's House of Balls. Now anyone can touch, squeeze, and take home Tom Brady's balls. Foot, basket, soccer.
Balls.
If there's one thing Tom Brady has, it's
balls.
And right now, Tom Brady's balls are on sale. Prices have been Deflated. 2 balls for one price. Always. Balls so cheap, it's nuts. At the Tom Brady House of Balls filling station, fill your balls to whatever pressure makes you happy. Or have one of our Tom Brady House of Balls experts fill or empty your balls quickly and discreetly. Save a little more with what Tom Brady calls and buy previously played with balls. Take it from Tom Brady's wife, Giselle.
Tom's balls are perfect.
Grace under pressure, that's Tom Brady. Grace under air pressure, that's Tom Brady's House of Balls.
All right, one more on Throwback Thursday and the anniversary of Deflategate. This one was had to do with weight loss program. So here it is. It's the Tom Brady Deflate the Weight program.
It's time to deflate the weight. And with me today, deflate specialist Tom Brady. Tom, thanks for joining us today. How do you feel now that you've been a part of the Deflate the Weight program for 13 plus years?
I think being here, going into my 14th year, feeling better than I've ever felt. I really feel like everything that's happened over the course of my 13 years has prepared me for this.
Well, that's certainly high praise for the new Deflate the Weight program you've launched. Do you ever foresee yourself regressing back to Turkey Tom or that Fatty McFatville nickname you used to have back in the day when you played baseball?
It's not my near future self.
Well, that's certainly good to hear, as you should still be able to fit into your wife's lingerie in the short term, at least. Tom, I think a lot of people would like to know what drives you to keep losing weight day after day with the Deflate the Weight program.
I just can't imagine doing anything else at this point.
You're just totally committed, huh?
And I really don't have much of an interest in anything else.
You mean other than the lingerie thing, right? Make sure and join us next time as we welcome onto the show head coach Bill Belichick. He'll be by talking about his new book called Spying for Dummies.
Touche.
Good parody. My question is, the officials are supposed to check those balls before the game. Why they discovered it at halftime? And supposedly they say that those balls have been deflated some over a period of time. So I wonder, why didn't the officials get hammered with not checking those footballs prior to the game?
Maybe they did.
Well, they're part-time.
Yeah,
that's right.
Well, they probably did, and then when they walked away, that's when the deflation took place.
No, once they check them, Jimmy, they carry them out to the field.
Okay.
Yeah,
but how much does weather play into it?
Yeah.
Well, not as much as they said. They said, well, not as much as the weather change. If it gets colder, they'll deflate a little bit. But if you're indoors or it's not that cold.
But that game was in Foxborough.
Right, so it might be that as much as they said it deflated, they said, no, it does a little bit, but not quite like it did. So, I don't know. Somebody's storying as far as that's concerned. I think it's Tom Brady. The only guys that really know can't be found right now, Rock. It's those two assistants. We have no idea where they're at.
Witness protection program.
Yeah. When they write the story or they have the movie,
1 minute,
they come out, who knows?
That needs to come out soon.
You would think. Eventually,
a Netflix or what have you, we need to see it.
The Deflategate, the true story behind Tom Brady and the lie that was Deflategate.
Hey, coming up, the 49ers are getting ready to take on the Packers, and we are going to catch up with the play-by-play voice of the 49ers, Greg Papa. He will join it all. He'll break it down for us next, easy for me to say, as we're out here at Twin Peaks, Deer Valley, here on Fox Sports 910.
This is what's trending on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix.
Former Cardinals head coach Cliff Kingsbury is expected to interview for the vacant Bears offensive coordinator position. He spent this past season as USC's quarterbacks coach with potential top overall draft pick Caleb Williams. Cards passing game coordinator Drew Terrell was named the offensive coordinator for the East squad in the upcoming East-West Shrine Bowl. The Coyotes finished their 3-game road trip up north with a tough test against Vancouver, the top team of the West. Connor Ingram will draw the start in goal. Tonight in college men's basketball, GCU home for Utah Valley, while NAU entertains Portland State. I'm Frank Garrity on Fox Sports 910, available everywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
This is the Parker & Sons Weather Center. For all your AC, plumbing, and electric needs, call Parker.
Look for mostly clear skies tonight with temperatures in the upper 40s. And then Friday, partly sunny with a high of 72. For the Fox and Weather experts, I'm Anita Roman.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. At Progressive, they're making things even easier. They'll help you bundle your home and car insurance together so you can save on both. Learn more at Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE. That's Progressive.com or 1-800-PROGRESSIVE.
Let the experts at Level 5 Lighting, all-in-one exterior permanent LED lighting, brighten up your world. Level 5 lights work with Alexa, Google Home, and Control4 smart home systems, so lighting up your home for any holidays, sporting events, security, or accent lighting has never been brighter. Calling sports enthusiasts. Get ready for your favorite game day. Get your lights installed with this month's special. 12 months, no interest financing if you qualify. Go to level5lighting.com to request a free quote. That's level5lighting.com. Level 5 Lighting, Arizona's outdoor LED experts.
Hey, it's Gross. Join me, Bauer, and Jackson every Saturday from 11 to 1 live from the Sportsbook at the CAZ Sports Bar at Casino, Arizona for Take the Points. Powered by the Sportsbook at CAZ Sports Bar.
Hey, Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B continue to grow. First, it was the Roc and Manuch cheesesteak, then the Roc and Manuch lager and amber beers. Now they have taken it to another level with a secret football menu with special pricing at BKD's Backyard Joint in Chandler. This is how it works. Make plans to watch all the football games at BKD's Backyard Joint. Every Sunday after 3 p.m., our secret menu is available, but you need to ask for it. Just say you want the secret Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B football menu. And while you're there, be sure to say hi to our buddy Kelly Cooper, the owner of BKD's Backyard Joint. It's a perfect place in Chandler to watch all the games, including college hoops. They have 37 TVs with as many as 14 different games going at the same time. Plus, they love showing all of our home talk to games. So ask for the Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B's secret menu this Sunday after 3. That's BKD's Backyard Joint, located at Pecos and McQueen in Chandler.
What's up, guys? Jason Payne, owner of State 48 Roofing. You can find me on Instagram and Facebook, #SexyRoofStatus. At State 48 Roofing, we are family owned and operated, born and raised in Arizona. We'd love to give back to our schools and community. Contact us at state48roofing.com.
The will to win is important, but preparing to win is essential. At Crest Insurance, we understand that the road to success is not one that you go alone. Whether it's your family or business, you're not buying insurance, you're buying protection. That's why so many turn to the professionals at Crest Insurance. Our team has the experience to help you safeguard the things that matter most. It's not just an insurance policy, it's peace of mind.
If you're looking for the most epic place on earth, let's start at the base of a massive waterfall. Then trek through the thick jungle. Then climb to the peak of a snowy mountaintop. Then once you get there, keep going. Because with intelligent 4x4 and 7 drive modes and a Nissan Pathfinder, the search is the real adventure.
Available feature. Intelligent 4x4 cannot prevent collisions or provide enhanced traction in all conditions. Always monitor traffic and weather conditions.
Nothing, Manuch.
You know the biggest games are won in the
They're
trenches,
here.
right? Even armpit trenches. That's right. Luckily,
He
Old
said call
Spice,
again.
the greatest smell in the NFL,
Okay.
has you covered. Grab a 4-pack of Old Spice Swagger deodorant at Costco today. When you use Old Spice daily, you get 24/7 odor protection. It's like an entire offensive line fending off unwanted odors. It's only available for a limited time, so rush to Costco now. Old Spice, official locker room product of the NFL and Super Bowl 58.
DraftKings Sportsbook is bringing you an offer that'll help make the playoffs electrifying. Download the DraftKings Sportsbook app now and use code SPORTS. New customers can bet just $5 to get $200 instantly in bonus bets. Only on DraftKings Sportsbook with code SPORTS. The crown is yours. 21 and over, Arizona only. Gambling problem? 1-800-NEXT-STEP. Bonus bets expire 168 hours after issuance. Eligibility and deposit restrictions apply. Terms at sportsbook.draftkings.com/football terms.
It's Thursday, and the guys are live at Twin Peaks Deer Valley, located in the Deer Valley Town Center.
Well, San Francisco looking to get back to the conference championship game with a classic, as this song's playing.
It is.
NFC matchup on Saturday against the Packers.
Bill Withers, lovely day.
Joining us now is play-by-play voice of the San Francisco 49ers, Greg Papa, here on Fox Sports 910 Phoenix. So, Greg, as the voice of the 49ers, with all this time off, how do you keep your vocal cords ready for the divisional playoff game?
That's singing lovely day.
That's it, man.
Lovely day. Yeah, well, I tell you, we watched a lot of football last weekend, and we loved it. Obviously, Manuch, what the Buffalo Bills did on Monday against Pittsburgh, and wouldn't it be great to have a Niners-Bills Super Bowl? That would blow my mind. And then just watching the NFC games, and obviously on Sunday what these Green Bay Packers did to Dallas was incredible. And then that night, a great game between Detroit and the Rams. I think we're looking at a Niners Detroit NFC Championship game. And Tampa was impressive against Philadelphia on Monday night, but I think Detroit's got too much speed, especially playing on that carpet. So it was nice to get the number 1 seed. Thank you to Kyler Murray and the Arizona Cardinals from Philadelphia. Made for a nice flight home on New Year's Eve, I got to say. Boys had fun. And now we're gearing up to go back to work. And as you guys were saying, this is a classic matchup. Most times in history, 10th playoff matchup between the 49ers and Packers. And for a while during the Favre era, they owned Steve Young, and then the catch-2 game, and then Kaepernick got over on Aaron Rodgers a couple of times, and most recently it was Jimmy Garoppolo that was able to do it to Green Bay. But now on Sunday night, you got Brock Purdy against Jordan Love, a whole new era of 49ers-Packers playoffs.
You know, it's interesting, Greg. You got Armstead back and Greenlaw for this Saturday night game, 6:15 here. What is Kyle Shanahan been doing to keep these guys sharp? You basically have had, for a lot of the starters, close to 3 weeks off. Now, I know, talking to Brock, that he practices at high tempo and he makes sure guys are ready, but has he done anything over and above to make sure these guys stay sharp with dang near almost 3 weeks off before the last game?
Well, what they did, Dan, after they won the number 1 seed by beating Washington on New Year's Eve and Arizona beating Philly, the Niners were going to play the Rams the next game. And even though Brock didn't play and McCaffrey didn't play, they wound up pulling George out, Kittle right before the game, and Trey Greenlaw. They all prepared like they were playing. Not so much McCaffrey. He took time off to heal his body. But Brock was there every day. Brock ran with the first team on that Wednesday, and it was split it with Sam Darnold. And then on Thursday, Brock ran the scout team, which is better going up against the number 1 defense than running with the ones against the backup, the scout team D. So, and then the next week, when the league was going out for Wild Card Weekend, they had 2 hard days on Thursday and Friday. Thursday was more of a speed practice. Friday they put the pads on. They don't tackle to the ground, obviously, but they mixed it up a little bit. And then they came back after the weekend and went back to work this Tuesday and Wednesday and put the pads on yesterday, which surprised me again. So I think the key to the game is how do they stop Aaron Jones and Green Bay's running game. I don't think A.J. Dillon's going to play in this game. He might. And they got a couple of other backs, Taylor and Wilson. But mainly it's Aaron Jones. Make them one-dimensional. Make Jordan Love have to throw it 40, 50 times in this game if they can. But I think they got good work in. The big thing is they prepared mentally throughout the time off. I think Brock, and you would know better than I think he went in the facility every single day.
He did.
Even though, so they worked on, I think he rested his arm a little bit, but they also worked him pretty hard. And the one thing you'll see Saturday, they're just fresh. McCaffrey, when he has any time off, even like a Thursday night game and a week and a half going into the following Sunday, he's always fast. He's always, he's like Thurman Thomas with those cuts and his jump cutting ability, catch the ball. Just a great player. But this week on the practice field, you could see McCaffrey was noticeably fresher. His body got worn down a little bit, and he had a little bit of a calf injury in Washington on New Year's Eve. So I think the time off will be good for him. It's a big advantage to not play a wild card weekend, to be able to come out and play divisional, have the time off, and it's just 1 seed gets it now. Yeah. We'll see how Baltimore does in the AFC, but the Niners had that time off in the NFC.
And having Armstead back to help that rush defense was a little suspect the last few weeks there, Greg, and have Greenlaw looks like he's ready to go too. That's going to help that defense out immensely to have your stalwart there on the defensive line.
Totally. I mean, Eric Armstead's a great player. You put him next to Javon Hargrave, and you're talking about 2 of the best D-tackle tandem in football. Obviously, the Washington's got a really good one with the Bama boys, Jonathan Allen and Deron Payne, but Armstead and the gravedigger Javon Hargrave are elite. The one thing, though, Manuch, is that the game against the Rams, the last game of the year, Cleveland Ferrell hurt his knee early in the game, got carted off. He's not going to play in this game on Sunday. I think he may even miss the championship game if the Niners win. So you lose him. You do have Chase Young. You do have Randy Gregory. They got some guys that can play behind, but I think that's going to be interesting without Cleveland Ferrell because he sets a great edge in the run game opposite Bosa. And that guy is a try-hard sucker. So will Green Bay and Matt LaFleur attack a little bit of Chase Young, run away from Nick towards Chase Young? He's got to be disciplined. He's got to stay home and set the edge in the run game. So you do get Armstead back, but they did lose Cleveland Ferrell.
All right, Greg Papa is our guest on the Right Toyota guest line. Greg, please indulge me here because I'm going to go away from the game. Local broadcasters always come up, it seems, with great lines about certain players, and it endears the listening audience to that broadcaster. For me, when I hear you call Brandon Ayuk's touchdown catches, if you...
Ayuk is on fire.
3.
That's exactly right, my brother. That's what I wanted to hear. It is sensational. Tell me how you guys came up with that.
Well, yeah, I mean, you know the song, The Roof.
Yes.
The roof is on fire. We don't need no water. Let the
Yeah, you got it.
Burn. I'm not gonna. This was when Brandon was in that draft, and there were a lot of great wide receivers that the 49ers could draft that year. And I happened to do the Iron Bowl the year before with Jerry Jeudy in Alabama, and Henry Ruggs was there. And I thought Jerry Jeudy would be I thought he was the next Paul Warfield.
Wow.
Honestly, he hasn't shown the physicality to be that great of a player. But I thought if the Niners draft Jerry Jeudy, what would the call be? And it would be Judy. And then I thought I did it on my radio show. I got 4 hours to be silly. So it was CeeDee Lamb.
2.
It was going to be touchdown CD, TD, CD with a TD. It was going to be one of those. And then they wound up drafting Ayuk. And on the radio show, we just had fun and, got into Ayuk. Ayuk is on fire. I never thought I would use it in a game, but his rookie year, we're playing the Philadelphia Eagles on Sunday Night Football. Pandemic year, nobody in the stands at all. Just Tim Ryan and I up in the broadcast booth, and he catches this ball along the sideline. And Google it; it's an unbelievable. He literally hurdles over Marcus Epps, the then Eagle safety. Just jumped right over him like Skeets Nehemiah, Edwin Moses. It was like, oh, my God. So I just went crazy, and I just said it. And Tim didn't jump in then. And then he had another one that was pretty impressive later, and Tim jumped in.
1 minute.
And now, whenever he scores a touchdown and Tim Ryan jumps in and we're in great synchronicity, we go right to Ayuk. Ayuk is on fire. And now, when we go on the road or even for home games, fans are always coming up to me.
Yep.
And it's not the touchdown. And I got the touchdown CMC call for McCaffrey, and Tim jumps right in, dynamite. And it's not even a touchdown San Francisco. Whenever I walk through a hotel or before the games at Levi's or anywhere, people are yelling at me, Ayuk is on fire.
It's great.
So to the parents, I jump in and give me the next slide. And then the kids, anybody like 18 and younger, we can't tell them about, we don't need the water, let the moon.
That's it. They don't know that song.
They don't know that song. Us old guys know that song.
Oh, great. Thanks for sharing that story.
I love it, Greg.
Greg, have a good call, man. Thanks for giving us some love out here in Phoenix, man. We appreciate it.
And let's go, Brock Purdy. Let's go, Brock.
That's right, man. Go make it happen.
That's the voice of the San Francisco 49ers, Greg Papa, joining us here on Roc and Manuch with Jimmy B. Appreciate him joining us today. We're going to wrap it up here in a few minutes. We're out here at Twin Peaks with 5 Valley locations. We're at the Deer Valley location. We'll get into that. And don't forget, Twin Peaks and the Fan Pick'em still going on. Playoff style. Blue Moon Coors Light. It's powered by them. You make your picks for each game, and you can win yourself a Twin Peaks fan card. Just go to fanpick'em.com. We'll come back with more of Roc and Manuch, Jimmy B, right here on Fox Sports 910.
Oh!
Clear.
Here we go!
Steve Cavino.
Ooh!
Rich Davis.
Yes!
This is Cavino and Rich.
I never want to get into the lame conversation of, well, who was it? I will say, though, Tom Brady winning a Super Bowl for the Bucs like a year later.
That said a lot.
That was like, that was the
Big
worst
statement.
thing. That was the worst thing that could have happened to Belichick. It's like breaking up with a girl and her next guy is the guy that plays Reacher.
Cavino and Rich. This afternoon at 4. Listen to Fox Sports 910 anywhere on the free iHeartRadio app.
Valley traffic from the Valley Toyota Dealers Traffic Center.
There's an accident 24th Street north of Broadway. Also a crash 43rd Avenue south of Bell Road. An accident 67th Avenue at Olive Avenue. And Thompson Ranch north of the US 60. We have a crash.
This report is sponsored by Progressive Insurance. Looking for a career you'll love with flexibility, great pay, and benefits, and one of the country's top workplaces? Join the growing team at Progressive Insurance. Go to progressive.com/careers and apply online today.
When it comes to insurance, we don't focus on the competition. We focus on our customers. At Crest Insurance Group, customer service is not what we do, but who we are. Now more than ever, businesses and families are turning to knowledgeable partners to help provide them with the insurance coverages they need. We've worked hard to become one of the country's top independent agencies, and our clients benefit from our vision, experience, and outstanding service. Contact Crest and let our insurance professionals tell you what they see. You'll be glad you did.
Twin Peaks is the best in the game. Here, you're in the red zone for every college rivalry and divisional matchup all season long. On game day, you never have to decide which teams to watch, only what combination of bites, burgers, wings, and more to order. Plus, where else are your favorite draft beers always poured at a frozen 29 degrees? Only at Twin Peaks, the #1 sports bar.
Stick around after the sun sets. Twin Peaks is open really late. Wind down with bourbon and late night bites. Only at Twin Peaks.
You looking for a change in your career path or just looking to get back into the employment market again? Look no further. All City Towing is searching for motivated teammates to join their team. Current openings are in the areas of customer service, tow truck operators, yard management, facilities maintenance, and dispatch. If you're looking for a challenging yet rewarding opportunity, a great benefits program including 401k program with a generous company match, and a company that is a leader in the industry, apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call All City's HR department at 480-833-7278. All City Towing is Arizona's largest towing transport vehicle storage provider. Locally owned and invested within the communities they service. If you enjoy helping others by providing great customer service, working as a team, and possess great communication skills, All City is for you. Apply online at allcitytowing.com/careers or call 480-833-7278. That's allcitytowing.com.
Hey, this is Kelly Cooper. Are you ready for the ultimate sports experience? Look no further than BKD's Backyard Joint. At BKD's, we're not just a sports bar. We're the destination for the best food, drinks, and sports experience in the Valley. Located at the corner of Pecos and McQueen and Chandler, get ready to score big on fun and flavor. Only at BKD's Backyard Joint, where every day is game day. Check us out online at bkdsbackyard.com. That's bkdsbackyard.com.
Jackson Hewitt has a plan to get your tax refund fast with a buck here, buck there, here buck, there buck, everywhere buck.
You don't have to wait weeks for your tax refund. Get money sooner with a no-fee refund advance loan at Jackson Hewitt.
On this loan, there's a money today guarantee. E-I-E-I-Do.
Don't settle for chicken feed. Get fast bucks at Jackson Hewitt today. No-fee refund advance loans by Republic Bank offered to eligible clients. Money today guarantee if approved for a loan on a prepaid card. Details at jacksonhewitt.com.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle.
Greg Papa trying to give me a heart attack.
With ZipRecruiter. Its powerful technology actively.
Well, you know what the lyrics are.
Qualified candidates to apply to your job. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter.
Yes, but I didn't want to have to hit any buttons.
Why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a.
He was fine, but he started. I was like, okay.
ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.
I know.
Free. That's ZipRecruiter.com.
He started. I'm like, Greg.
It's Thursday, and the guys are live at Twin Peaks Deer Valley, located in the Deer Valley Town Center.
You're hot.
Gotta have some Marvin Gaye. Mercy, mercy me.
Save the best for last.
Yeah, I like it.
A little throwback Thursday here.
I liked it.
Out here at Twin Peaks Deer Valley. We got 5 Valley locations.
We have some other ones that didn't make it into the rotation today.
Okay.
With
Let's see if
the
these
seed,
guys.
do you want to use them now, or would
Yeah,
you
let's see
wait
if we
for-
can. Let's see if we can see if these guys can answer them. Can figure out
All
who
right,
the
so
bands
here-
are.
We got 4 ones that didn't make it into the show today. This is
Okay.
the region one. So here you guys go.
Poison.
All right.
Bevo BB
Good job.
or yeah.
Yeah, okay, here you go. Here's another one.
Oh, jam.
That's a great jam.
You know what it is?
Oh yeah.
Well, what is it?
Well, come on. She's a bad mamma jamma.
Okay.
All right, Carl Carlton.
Mm-hmm. Oh, there you go. The Earth, Wind, and Fire.
There you go. It's in your wheelhouse, Manuch.
I will say I was going to be very upset if Manuch didn't get that one.
Yeah, really.
That was just for him. I picked that one.
Thank you, Rock. Appreciate that.
September
Oh, word up.
by Cameo.
Cameo.
So you know all these BS stories that Jimmy B gives us?
Yeah.
All these people he's interviewed over the years and he's name dropping. You were just a DJ, is what you were. You were probably a regular DJ that played and spinned the tunes, Jimmy.
Actually, I've sang in bands almost my entire life. And
Shut the front door.
No, I have, and I've sang those songs.
What was your band's name?
Well, I've played in several, but in
Just give us one.
The
Just give us the name.
The Shakers. We played out of Spokane, and then
It's a complete crap.
That's pretty much true. And then we would, during the summer, because we were in college, we would go to Reno and play the showrooms in Reno.
So you guys were like a legitimate band.
Yeah.
What'd you play?
You want me? I sang.
You were the singer.
Yeah.
I don't believe you.
Seriously?
You're as bad as Manuch.
All right, I'll bring you photos on
Photos,
Sunday.
and I don't care about photo. I want to hear you.
You got tape?
Oh, this is radio.
You got some tape? Got a reel?
Probably someplace.
Somebody's probably pulled it up on YouTube, you would think.
Let me look.
Get it to shoot.
You got to go to the end of YouTube.
I'll tell you what. I'll bring you on Monday. I'll bring you a photo of me covering the Super Bowl in New Orleans.
I've been there
during the day.
So what?
Then I'll show you the photo of me wearing the same clothes that night on stage at the 599 Club on Bourbon Street singing with the brothers.
All right, that's what I don't care about you being at the Super Bowl. I've
Yeah,
done
that was a subtle flex again
That's
in there,
He's
Rock.
always flexing. But who cares how many Super Bowls you've been to?
We asked Jimmy what did he pay at Pebble Beach? He played. Well, I was part of the Pro-Am. I didn't pay.
I didn't pay.
There's this other Jimmy B, I think. I don't know which one we have. I think there's two real Jimmy Prince things.
Okay, so I'm going to throw it to Shu because at the beginning of the week, we asked him what his grade was at Jimmy B, and he held it until the end of the week. Today's Jimmy's last day of the week. Shu?
Yeah, this is tough. I mean, it's been a
Start
roller
off.
coaster ride. It's been a roller coaster ride. I will tell you, I did look on the internet, and YouTube has some Jimmy B. I'm actually watching Jimmy B. Congratulating a news station for 50 years or something. So I'm working on getting some content.
Hey, real quick, we got to get to our 4 State 48 Roofing questions of the day. You can vote on our Twitter page at Roc and Manuch. All right, what's the first one?
All right, the first one's after 40 games. What grade do you give the Suns? A, B, C, or D? C leads it at 57.1%.
I went C. I went C.
That's what I went. I went C as well too. All right, the other one is who do you take today? Is it Jordan Love or is it Brock Purdy? Well, at the votes in 54.2% Jordan Love.
Yeah.
How did that change?
People started voting.
So for currently, so in the lead, 54.2 Jordan Love.
So now are we the Jordan Love station and not the
No,
Brock?
I think we're always
I was just checking. So we got 2 more.
Okay.
All right. Which question did you like more? The fans voted Rock at 70%.
Wow,
Beats
landslide.
Manuch's question and our last State 48 Roofing It's Your Call question of the day. If you were starting a team today, who would you want as your quarterback? The winner at 66.7%. Caleb Williams over Brock Purdy at 33.3%.
Wow. Manuch.
Yeah, you got it.
It's very appropriate, Manuch. It is Deflategate Day, the anniversary, and you got deflated on every one of your
These guys are all
questions.
kissing your butt for some reason.
Dude, I don't vote. I have no control over the voting on the Twitter
I will
page.
say, I
Rock
actually,
doesn't sign my paychecks.
Yeah, exactly.
I even voted for your Rocks. Your question in reference to Rock over a Purdy or Love. I voted for that as well too.
You voted for
over
Jordan?
the Suns. No, I voted for Brock Purdy.
Then what are you talking about? What?
Well, your question.
Well, let me translate for Manuch.
Yeah, thank
he
you.
voted that your question was better than his question.
Sure. Oh, okay.
So I even that's
voted
all
for
you
your
got to say.
question. Yeah.
That's stupid.
Yeah. But I like Brock Purdy over Caleb because of.
So why would you vote my question over your question when you don't like the answer of my question?
Because your question came after I put my question up there at midnight last night. You put yours this morning. If yours would have been there, midnight last night, I'd have
went with it.
I'd have went with it. Absolutely.
I could have actually done the It's Your Call question.
Damn right you could have.
Wow.
Absolutely. There's no pride or.
Why do you think I put it on the lineup this morning?
It was very good.
You still kept yours up.
Absolutely.
You could have saved yours for tomorrow.
Well, because the Suns got a big game tomorrow night against New Orleans, and I just
If
think
they lay an egg,
average,
man, if they lay an egg,
And they could.
oh, geez, after what the city is kind of going bonkers on that Sacramento win.
Hey, we told everybody that they sucked pond water for 3 quarters in that game. And then they hit the switch, and everything went down for them, and Sacramento couldn't buy a
Well,
basket.
and you're not going to make a living or make a.
I agree.
With that kind of.
That's correct.
You got to do that each and every time.
I have a feeling that this is what the narrative is going to be for the rest of the season. It's going to be a roller coaster ride.
Yep.
And there's going to be peaks and bounds and all that BS that they say where, oh, my gosh, they come back with a great win. They got it. They're clicking. Yeah. And then they get beat the next game against the Pelicans, and we're like, oh, man, same old Suns.
I
hope that's not the case.
You just hope that they can just garner that momentum they got at that Sacramento game and move that forward. And I say basically get off the schneid. They're just average. They're C. They're C right now, which all the voters have said.
If you would have had B-, I would have hit B-.
I wouldn't even hit B-.
No, I went with C.
I did too.
I think the expectations were so high going into the season. New ownership, new coach.
Sure.
Beal comes in.
Players hurt.
Yeah, but
so
every team is dealing with players hurt.
I understand that, but they struggled with Beal out, and then Durant was out. Book had been out.
The
So
next
that's
couple weeks,
why I would have said B-.
Next couple weeks, we're going to be talking about, Eric Gordon. Is he going to get traded, or Grayson?
Grayson Allen. They're not trading Grayson Allen.
Well, they're both the same player.
No, they're not.
They're
not.
They're the same height.
No, Grayson Allen is a much better defensive player.
People don't like him, man.
I like him.
He's like one of the leaders on people following him on Twitter because of all the trash talk.
He's coming around, Rock.
I hope so. I like them both. So anyway, we'll do it again tomorrow at Roy Toyota. We want to thank Twin Peaks Deer Valley for having us for the boys. Good job today on a Throwback Thursday. We'll see you back.